glow. The stars are flying high. Seas all hanging in the air, and the ocean breeze goes through my hair. Mountains calling, cities roaring. They'll say to let go and breathe. And breathe. And breathe. Adventure tugging at my soul. Dreams and wonders fill my mind. I'm letting go as I look into your eyes. I'm letting go as I watch us come alive. Mountains calling, cities roaring. They'll say to let go and breathe. And letting go, letting go, letting go, and breathe. And
Hey, what's up? What's up, Fandom Wire Gaming, and also Twitch and YouTube are very, and Mixer are very loyal followers on all the platforms. Today we make our triumphant return to Mario Maker. It's been a little while. We're excited to just get right back into it. Right before we started recording, Evan was delivering an ultimatum to Matt, so we're gonna see where this is gonna go.
It's not so much an ultimatum as it is a formal complaint.
Oh, okay.
A formal complaint for the future.
Okay.
But I'll wait until after the future date has occurred to submit it.
But wait, what
Officially.
do you mean? I want to know.
Okay, so we're gonna have this Pokemon stream, which is gonna be in a week from tomorrow. By the way, so you should all check it out. We saw the commercials are up today, or whatever we have promotional material.
Wait, it's not up to date.
No, Fandom Wire Gaming has.
Oh
it up.
yes, sorry, that's right.
They
Fandom
put
Wire
theirs
posted
up
on their page.
Yeah, so we've teamed up with Fandom Wire Gamer, and we're presenting to you the live
Oh yes,
stream of Pokemon Sword and Shield. Oh, this is how that works.
Yeah.
So, anyways, my issue is that Matt has a lot of concerns about the Pokemon stream, and rightfully so. It's his baby, and it's very important to him. But my big problem with the stream has to do with Matt himself, which is the fact that he's brought up once, but he hasn't really put too much thought into. And it's the fact that he's going to be 3 to 5 hours ahead of everybody else, just spoiling the game for everybody because he'll be playing on the big screen. So I don't know how us as participants of Matt's dream stream are supposed to enjoy the game as much as Matt wants us to enjoy it, while also having the game spoiled from Matt. So Matt, you're like a double-edged sword to your own stream at this point. So how do you respond?
Oh God.
Wow.
What have you done?
Yikes.
This is actually very clever. I like this. Those aren't Pokemon. Oh,
Something came out of that.
I don't
How did you
remember
die in
dying
the tutorial area of Pokemon?
Actually, that happened to me once when I was a kid playing Pokemon Yellow.
How did you die?
You
You never die in Pokemon.
Well, no, a Pidgey used Sand Attack like twice, and then just gusted my Pikachu, and for some reason, my Pikachu just never actually hit it, so I died.
Is it because your Pikachu got sand attacked? Twice?
Yeah, like twice, and I just rolled some really bad numbers, and Gus did an unreasonable amount of damage from Pidgeys back then.
Anyways, don't. What's the political term for not answering the question?
Deflect.
Don't deflect the question, Matthew. Matthew.
Well, I mean, I do remember
Matthew.
like going around to everyone and asking if that was okay. So don't turn that around on me now, because I was definitely like, but dude,
Oh,
like,
so because we're okay with it means it's just like you don't want to deal with it anymore?
well, what do you want
Like,
me
is
to
that
do?
how it
What do you want me
is?
to? I mean, to be fair, like I talked to Peter about this, like. Something funny? Are you amused?
I can't believe that you're gonna ruin Pokemon for me because of the stream.
Yeah. No,
I think it is.
It's not.
well,
Oh, it's not, no.
it's like a whole. It's in the whole.
because you have it
screen.
on Streamlabs and not the Restream chat.
Yeah, I mean, we don't ask much from you, Peter. Oh, okay.
I think my English was perfect.
Yeah, I've been speaking
Super.
it for long enough.
Stop deflecting, Matt.
Hey,
Answer the
dang it.
question.
I haven't played this game in a long time.
Allow me to collect my
How
thoughts.
are you gonna let me, an also big Pokemon fan, who's gonna be have a more critical lens while watching the game, playing the game? How are you gonna prevent your experience from ruining my experience?
What I was thinking
Especially
of doing.
when by the time I show up, by 10, let's say, because
Yeah.
the games opens at 9:30,
Oh,
or it's called EBX now. They've
Shuckle's here?
rebranded. Yep.
All right,
Hey,
Shuckle.
Shuckle.
It's been a while, man.
I'll be here by 10, and by that time, you probably have already evolved your starter one time, and that's a spoiler to myself. So how are you gonna combat that? Are you gonna like put like a garbage bag from the TV to your face, so that's all? Like none of us can see it. Like what are you planning to do?
It's like, you
Matt?
ever seen that picture of like a split screen multiplayer game from like the mid 2000s?
Yeah.
Where they put like a cardboard box like in between.
That's when you had trust issues back then.
Well, obviously everyone's screen peeked.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
How can you
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
It's a
yeah.
tactical
That's the point.
advantage.
Yeah.
Do you think if Do you think if the Allies and the Axis,
Oh my god.
I can't wait to see where this is
the
going.
Axis powers could screen peek each other, do you think they wouldn't? Like,
There's rules to engagement, soldier.
What is this?
Matt, stop deflecting the question, please.
It's like the greatest crimes are killing a prisoner of war and screen peeking.
Oh,
the
is this
Germans.
Shuckle's level?
Nope.
No, this
We
is just a
Shuckle
level.
gave us a level.
I guess
Yeah,
we should.
I know.
Well,
Is this still Pokemon?
this is
Yeah.
still
Well, I
Pokemon.
mean, this
don't
this
know
level
what
I
will
don't
be done in a
recognize this area at all.
This is neat. Well, yeah. I mean, they've done it in a,
It's 'cause it's
in a
Mario.
weird way.
Hey, Matt, stop deflecting questions.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so one thing that I kind of had the idea to do is like I am pretty excited about doing like the wild area and max raid battles and stuff. So like I could like my idea was to like right when I first get access to the wild area, like try and see how far it'll let me go. Like see if I can go to the other side of the wild
I mean,
area.
this is like a shop. See, like the
Yeah, it's-
swamp is the shopkeeper, and
it's-
then like
it's the mart.
box.
Yeah.
You gonna pay for that?
Stop faith.
Is Matt a thief?
But then I realized, like I was talking to Peter about it, and like that might get a little old fast, and because it'll be early in the game, I probably won't have a lot of Pokeballs, so I won't be able to like take best advantage of being there. I may as well like level up my Pokemon a bit more, and then spend more time on there later. But I can try and spend
So,
like
how
'cause
are you answering my question,
There-
Mr. Deflecting?
there
Like
are.
you just told a whole like 2-minute thing that had nothing to do with my
No,
question.
it did. It did because
No,
I
it
could
didn't.
stop you from getting spoiled. I started actually. No, that's 5 hours. It's a long time to spend in the wild area. I don't know, Evan. You're just gonna have to get spoiled, pal. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, I guess I'm about to find a lot of images on Twitter then.
Oh.
I'm gonna end up in front of your eyes.
Yikes!
You have 7 days to figure out a solution, Matthew. Because if not, I will spoil things for you. Well, every day I'm gonna spoil something for you. It's a countdown until I spoil the whole game for you by breaking your Switch or something.
Hey, do we
Great
want to play
spoiler.
multiplayer levels?
Do we have the,
no.
do we have the
We
ability
can't
to?
play multiplayer levels. I
Um,
will. It's gonna be in a box. We're gonna go out to the desert. Oh, never mind. He's not gonna be there. I was gonna say someone was gonna be there, but he's not gonna be there.
When?
In the desert,
Oh, sorry.
giving us the box.
On
Actually, no, that's the parcel man.
well, no. So they came out with a update for.
Go back to the lab now.
They came out with an update for Mario Maker where you can do online co-op with friends. So
Probably
if
not,
we brought
because
our
I could
Switches, we
read.
could do multiplayer levels. But none of us did.
Are you
Don't
unfortunately.
we
still
have like a
deflecting?
couple switches?
Eric brought his, so we could do 2-player, and that's it.
No, I
Did
don't.
you bring yours, Gray, or Evan?
But
Yeah, I
the
brought mine.
multiplayer levels don't work.
Yeah.
We don't
local
cooperate.
Because the fact is you have to cooperate. You can't do. No,
We can't do
No,
that.
multiplayer levels. A lot of them
impossible.
are created to be competitive, and because you can't do a competitive mode on a local screen.
But that's
no,
why we're
Evan,
saying
that's what we're saying. You do it on multiple Switches because they made local co-op with, or sorry,
Yeah, but then you can't choose the level.
It's just,
remember?
we have
When
tried in the past.
when you
and it's
have
never worked.
when you have multiple switches, you can't pick the level.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you
can't.
for realsies?
At least not as of a month and a half ago when we last tried.
God dang it.
We've tried this multiple times, and it's always hilariously stupid.
Yeah, but they did update it recently.
You know, you can just stand on those things and they'll fall.
Yeah, but I don't want to fall. I want to go up.
you got
No,
like
you
another.
have to go
you
back
have
to
to
parcel.
Professor
You have to
Oak's
go back to
lab.
Professor Oak's lab back in Pallet Town.
You got 3.5 more minutes.
You gotta go down.
All right.
Graydon, it just I feel like
Yeah, we
Yeah.
we got one level. I'm hoping the gamer will also add another level.
add your level, the gamer. Oh, are
Don't
you gonna make
die
it, pal? I
now.
think you're gonna die.
No, he'll make it. I don't remember this route having this many Pokemans. Watch out! It's still no. Professor Oak's lab's below you. There you go.
What do you mean? I can't go up? No, I
No,
can
this
fly.
is where you're supposed to go.
tried.
Never tried, I guess. Yeah.
Is this a new area?
You need
Hey.
that cloud.
Let's go, boys.
Oh,
You have to kill Professor Oak?
Yo,
Whoops.
the true ending.
No, you have
Pokemon.
to. It's. I guess it's you stomping Gary because that's where you do the first rival battle.
Oh, that makes
Ah.
sense.
Isn't that awesome? I love that. Well, your intentions were good. Nice job, great. Nice job.
All right, Chuck, you're up. He wants to play
Yeah.
Shuckle's level.
Is it a hard level?
I think Mr. Deflector needs to play a level.
I can wait.
Why
If
not?
if I know Shuckle, we're getting a troll level,
What?
and I'm just not in an emotional state of mind.
What? Come
Well,
on.
why? Is it
Matt.
because of what Evan
I'll
said?
give it a shot. Why not? I'm terrible at this game, but
Are you? remember you being terrible at this
How do I? Do
Go
this
back.
again?
Go back. Go to the ID.
ID.
Come on, you can do it.
Use your brain.
I haven't played this game forever. What is it?
LJQ.
I like to think that my level takes place in the Tower of Heck extended universe. I don't know if I should be more or less suspicious that it's a troll level.
The HEU.
NM.
Can we use the phonetic alphabet?
Like C like Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah, C like Charlie, V like Victor, G like Graydon.
Golf. But
The phonetic alphabet.
No troll. Honest gameplay.
Is that what the
Okay.
Swamp, stomp, and desert dash.
Run, jump, and spin your way out of this swamp-infested desert. Okay, I'll
Do you
take
see
your,
that
your word,
avatar?
Chuckle.
His avatar?
No,
That's
you-
not an avatar I trust. Do you see that?
No. Is that what you
Oh,
look
yeah,
like in
it's
real life,
evil.
Shuckle?
That's an evil avatar.
I don't know. This
As
music
evil
seems
as
pretty
the,
trolly.
as evil as the
Oh no, not like this.
as the M Night Shyamalan Avatar movie. Sick reference, Evan. Thanks,
Yeah,
Evan.
you did great. You did great. Dusty Wall,
you
how's
say
it going?
I did.
Good to
Oh
see you.
God.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Oh.
That was pretty good for the first run, though.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
All right, Shuckle, I like what you got going on here. It's a good level.
Yeah.
It
you
was
were
a
a vampire
vampire
for
for
Halloween. Jinx.
Yeah.
I was waiting. I was like,
Are you
I know
guys
he's
gonna sing a
say-
duet together now?
Tell me something, girl.
That's a great song. Are you happy in this
Should Live
modern
Connection
world?
I heard
review
that
songs?
song off the TikTok ads, or what? No, what's that song that or that app that you
Please
sing?
sing along.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sing with me musically.
that's TikTok.
Music.
No.
Oh,
Sing with me musically.
I was scared there for a second.
Well, Dusty Wall, we're pretty thrilled. Today is a very good day. I, for one, just started my reading week, so I have a week off of school. And speaking of weeks, it's also 1 week and 1 day until Pokemon Sword and Shield come out. And speaking
I
of
feel
which
like
as
you're
well,
one day away from tying that all together. Pretty
we're
well.
playing Super Mario Maker on this day,
Okay.
which we haven't played in a while, which is pretty exciting.
Z. You got a Z jump.
Matt,
Ah, yes,
when are
of
you
course.
going to? Are
Your
you gonna read
girlfriend.
any
Oh,
books?
yikes.
Are you gonna read any books this break?
It is a reading break.
Do you have any tests after your reading?
I
break?
have literally 2 midterms the first 2 days coming back from reading week.
Oh, that's no good.
So I mean, I guess it's
Is there a
okay.
checkpoint?
Nope.
I
Yikes.
guess it's okay that Sword and Shield come out on Friday because I have the whole week to study. Although I think I'm going to be spending most of my time sleeping, and
maybe.
not leaving my house under any circumstances. I don't know. It's just nice to have a little break, and I mean, I didn't really need it because my course load really isn't that bad this semester. But you know how it be this time.
But you got
those
it.
days.
All right, gameplay's going away for a second.
You want to go
What?
to the Nino, Matt?
The Nino?
Yeah.
No,
We're going to the Nino.
being going to Vegas this summer made me realize that as hard as it is to be good at gambling, I am not very good at gambling.
Is this a nice Christian topic?
Isn't that
maybe
what
not.
the whole point of gambling is? Is that
Oh,
you
sorry, my
can't
bad,
be
boys.
good at gambling?
You've killed me.
No,
You've killed me.
I
Peter.
killed us all.
apologize. I'm trying to fix things.
What's wrong? That needs
I
to be
think
We're just trying to
gameplay's-
fix something.
Okay, I fixed it. The gameplay had a slight stutter, but just turning the Elgato on it. Oh no, there it stutters back.
That's weird.
Oh, that's the same issue Jared was having.
Man,
Remember?
Yeah,
If only Jared was here.
Because we
to
were
ask me how to
technical
fix it.
difficulty,
Well,
Shuckle.
to
That's
fix
why.
it himself.
why? I feel like
I
we've been
think it's your
encountering a lot of
DPI,
tech.
Peter. You need to
My what? Sorry.
whatever it is. The
DPI.
DPI, your damage per
Oh, DPI is
Insulin?
the mouse thing.
Yeah.
for insulin. Man, being diabetic must be hard.
So what
I
were
have
you
to
thinking?
take my insulin shot.
Yeah.
If I take one more damage for insulin, I'm gonna
Yeah.
die.
No, Shuckle, you don't understand. I need to speed run it. It's not the kind of man I am.
Not a speedy boy.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
wait,
you
no, I
know,
got
you're
that right.
also under a lot of pressure. Okay, you Shuckle, you know what you're doing? You're chat seat gaming.
Shut
Chat
up.
seat. That's what chat does.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's people don't like that in theory.
They're the
A lot of
ones
people
paying
like
our
that.
salaries
Yeah.
if we had salaries.
we had sellers. Man, wouldn't that be nice?
We'll get there someday, pal.
I mean, technically I already am on salary, but
Yeah, and also, what's wrong with saying chat seat gaming? I think that's very creative.
I don't think so.
You made the level? Okay, well, you know, that's...
a good point.
The last thing.
I beat it for the 5th time 5 minutes ago. I would think you would have
Yeah,
beat it a few more times than that, considering you made the level.
Oh, get him,
Is-
Matt. Get him.
Yeah. Screw exams.
I'm just poking holes in your argument.
Your ego will
5
come back
times? I think
eventually.
the frick not.
Drop and eat a bunch of pizza. Blue Vision Productions.
Blast
It's
from
been
the
a
past.
long time.
Wow,
See, this is
yeah.
why I feel like we haven't been streaming on YouTube for the past bit. I don't think the stream has showed up at all.
No,
I
we
don't know.
definitely, like, YouTube has been messing around, but we fixed it today. So.
Yeah.
Also, did Peter fix that other issue
With what?
with the stutter?
his face.
It's a little bit better, but
Yeah.
Dang it.
Thanks for fixing all our issues, Peter.
Hey, Blue Vision, if you are we still doing the add exclamation point?
you bet we are.
And if you if you do that, it'll add to a queue.
Do add then the level code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Peter that said that.
Dude, are you
Actually,
serious? Did you not,
Sorry,
like...
that was the empty husk of a corporation live connection.
I was...
Said that.
I was...
Empty husk of a corporation.
All corporation.
Crappity.
You know, Shuckle might actually be onto something, Jay.
That's
Maybe.
what I was doing. I did it his way.
No, sorry. Actually, no. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
I'm turning
Also,
around.
never call me that again.
Oh,
by the way.
what's wrong with that?
You know that Jack and Jay have the same amount of syllables in it, right?
dude, if I want to call somebody, if I want to call somebody an alternate name, look, I'm trying to channel Tony Stark, okay? Because Tony Stark liked to nickname people, and a lot of the times the nicknames would be longer than their actual words. It's not about
I'm okay with
saving time.
with a cool long nickname if you want to come up with one.
I call Jack Squatch sometimes.
Sasky.
Jack Squatch.
Jack Squatch. That's what sometimes. Not very often.
You know, some people like to call me really cool guy.
I've heard that. I've
Yeah.
heard that about you.
I've heard people do that.
I've also heard people call me that the man.
the man.
You know the score,
You know the song.
like the back of your hand.
Bang. Wait, what?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Mario Bang. I like that one.
It's a great name.
Yeah.
Get pizza and do.
Evan's processing. He's processing.
Come on, you can do it.
I'll never do that with a pizza.
Mukbang?
No, I don't want to.
Some people call me Backstop, Wall, or Wally. What's the
Hey,
inspiration behind
Are we
Backstop?
getting pizza on Friday next week?
No, we're
Uh,
getting Subway.
It's your call. I have breakfast and lunch planned out, but
Subway
dinner I
catering.
thought we'd order something together, so I don't want to plan anything. Mitch
What are
was
you
talking
having for breakfast again?
McDonald's.
Remember?
Look. So you were like, I was thinking about this the other day. I was turning this over my head because you were like, you could get something from literally anywhere. Why don't you get like eggs Benny or something? I really just want something like nice and simple that I can just shove in my face and then get back to playing Pokemon. Like I don't want to sit and like pour hollandaise sauce on my eggs Benny and then put the lid on.
Oh,
them.
that'd be so hard compared to
Why
you
don't you wanna,
breaking
I don't-
apart
I also
two
don't actually
different
like- I
sandwiches
don't like Eggs Benny
and
at all.
putting it
That's-
together
I
for
don't
your
like Eggs Benny at all.
McGriddle thing.
Not like that, but Skip the Dishes can bring you any meal.
Yeah,
that you
and
want.
and
You
the
could get-
meal that I want it to bring me is a nice McDonald's breakfast sandwich. I'm gonna get an egg McMuffin. I'm gonna
But
add
man,
bacon.
why don't you want to do what's gonna make you the happiest?
Nice.
that
Well,
day?
I'm
Just 'cause
very
something's
happy.
Fast. You know, you don't
It's
want to
not
feel.
about the
You got a
speed.
long day, Matt. Like that's gonna be a long
Okay.
day. You're gonna just. You don't want to put too much like bad stuff in you. You gotta feel good all day, man. We're gonna have to. I'm
Hey.
actually scheduling hourly
What?
hourly
That
exercises.
seems like pretty brutal.
Oh,
Blue
I am.
version.
I am gonna take like a fair share of breaks, but I'm not gonna time them. I'm just gonna be like, I'll know when I've reached a point where I'm like, all right, I could use a break.
Blue
Dang it.
Vision Live Connection does not condone violence.
But look at those 3 devil emojis.
How often? Do
Also
we,
nice-
We never even.
I like how I
Dusty.
got it like the first 2 times, and now it's just gone.
Yeah,
like
Well,
it's-
that's
it.
Mario.
Dusty's favorite fast food chain is Burger King.
Burger King's not huge in Canada like at all. I mean, there's barely any locations, and like I just feel like there's a
Do you have
higher.
the stats behind that figure? Like,
I-
are you just?
Actually,
I mean,
it is true. Burger King is nowhere near as big in Canada as it is in the
Oh,
States.
gross.
Subway.
Oh,
Subway.
So disgusting.
Let's go. You know, Shuckle, I'm glad you brought
Shuckle's
that up.
only saying Subway's his favorite because Subway's is the thing that brings him to a better restaurant.
Oh, we got a butt in there.
But
All right, let's hear it.
Taco Bell. You.
hey, there you go, Dusty. Also, we'd lost over the fact that Dusty's a goaltender in hockey, and that's pretty sweet.
Oh.
I mean, if you're into hockey.
Well, I mean,
Blue Vision, I want to. Oh, you're out of time for this level. This is the
Oh,
last
right.
round.
I forgot we had.
Yes,
10
that-
minutes.
Yeah.
That is still a thing.
Hey,
We
well,
don't have
actually,
another
lost it
level
like-
though.
I like this a lot, to be honest, Shuckle.
You can
I
like
just.
finish this run if you want.
Oh yeah, sure. Why not?
Until we get another level.
Kind of like, even if it's just one try. I'd
Didn't we
like to
get
try
a
the
few other
level.
levels?
Yeah, we got 2 more in the
Oh,
queue.
All right. I need
Then
to-
we may as
I
well
need to
move
hit
on.
This button. Forgot about that.
We should move on then. We can't pick favorites.
We're not picking favorites. We're just playing some video games.
food quality gets way worse. So, Subway's just
Well,
always bad.
That does it.
Yes. Subway can either be greatly horrible or just okay.
You know,
So
how
if you
come-
get there, like as soon as Subway opens, like you're the first customer in the
Okay.
door. Do you get like the freshest tomatoes, or is like,
No, you get
or
the
those
tomatoes
tomatoes
from
from
last
the day
night.
before? Yeah.
Actually, those tomatoes are a week old by now.
078.
Those tomatoes
0
are.
7
yeah,
8.
or 0 or yeah.
Peter.
I still don't know, Matt.
And then
I feel like you could get something so
69
much
G.
better for food.
Nice.
nice indeed.
Well, I mean, okay.
I'm just trying to make Matt be the best Matt he is by the time 9 o'clock rolls around.
Mount Noju. Who
Because
wants
if
to?
Matt's
who
gonna
wants
eat
to,
nothing but
Matt should play-
Subway,
It's snowing on Mount Noju.
if Matt's gonna eat
is
Subway at
Blue
lunch,
Visions.
Matt's gonna be
Blue
done
Visions.
by 2 o'clock.
where's the science behind that?
Because
Show me the
Subway
math.
is
Whoa,
disgusting.
great. You've got some.
Subway's not that
And
disgusting.
Subway steals your life.
Yeah, you
force.
say that. every time you cook
Subway's fine. Like,
Yeah. Better not touch the ground.
There was,
KFC is pretty.
there was a
alright.
point last year where I was having Subway like a couple times a week, and I just kind of
I don't know. I don't know.
I kind of got off it, so I don't eat much Subway anymore. But like, kind of around the time when I was just about to move out of Edmonton, and a few weeks after that, I was just eating a ton of Subway for no discernible reason.
But the idea of Subway.
What are you doing, Matt?
I'm
What
I'm
the-
playing the field.
The idea of Subway is
You
gross.
just think about Subway. Do you think, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go get a Subway sandwich right now. Or do you feel like, oh man, you know, actually, this just brings me back to
You-
when I
can
ate
you not
Subway
jump?
for 2 weeks
No,
in a
you,
row,
you,
and I
you
was like,
fail if you touch the ground.
Evan,
Subway.
after
how
the
did
game.
Nah.
Subway hurt you? Did Jared from Subway like touch you or something?
no.
Holy smokes.
Topical.
Holy smokes.
Topical.
Touch you like on
But
the
like,
nose?
what did Subway do to you? Like you
Subway's
hate.
just not okay.
That's exactly what it is.
That's the-
it's fine.
If you, some might say it's the most okay.
No,
Subway,
it's-
it's like a
Subway-
lunch food where like you got a long day ahead of you. You're like, man, I need a sandwich. I didn't make myself a sandwich. I'm gonna have someone else make me a sandwich.
No, because it's not a good sandwich.
I'm glad.
No,
Peter's
instead it was
interacting with the chat.
great. It's a fine sandwich.
Yeah.
It's a sandwich.
But why am I like?
It's like
these are
$7
words I
bucks.
hear. These are the words
There's
I
some
hear
blocks
in
that come down.
repetition. It's okay. Subway is fine. It's a fine sandwich.
Are you saying McDonald's is great or
Subway
Wendy's
or
is amazing?
McDonald's is great. Do you ever eat McDonald's and just be like, that was all right? Like
All
I
the
guess
time.
I'm
Yeah.
not hungry
I mean, as
anymore.
soon as
or
I
are you like,
I've-
okay, that
it's,
was
it's great when you're eating it, but as soon as you finish, you're like, man, I kind of feel bad about eating
I will
McDonald's
say-
now.
I've had some bites of
Subway is only good when you're eating it. After it's bad, before it's thinking about it, it's like, I guess I'll have Subway. Like, like McDonald's is, oh, I want some McDonald's. I earned it today. You eat it, you great, and then after, maybe there's a little regret. Maybe. Subway's regret before and regret after.
I've heard-
Popeyes is a little bit rare up here in Canada.
Yeah, I think
Blue
there's
Vision.
2 in Calgary, but I've heard they're really, really good.
Hey, Fable.
Yeah, I'm getting a phone call from Alberta.
The
Hello,
government?
you have won a WestJet gift card.
No, these days it's usually this is the CRA. Pay your taxes to this
You're
automated
going to prison.
message. Yeah, it is legit. Oh, I made a mistake. Have I though?
Matt, can't you jump
I
over
want
those
a free
things?
hotel room.
You can't.
A free hotel room.
Reach the ground without landing after leaving the ground.
So if I leave the ground once, it has to be to touch the pole. Otherwise, I lose. No.
I gotta try Popeyes. Never had it.
When I lived in Montreal, my friends and I actually drove to Ottawa just to be able to have Popeyes.
That's a commitment.
That is a huge
Serious.
commitment.
Well, we also went for a Smash tournament, but Popeyes was one of our main ambitions.
Objectives. You can't get on those blocks. You'll lose.
Graydon and
No,
I
I-
specifically went to In-N-Out when we were in California because neither of us had ever tried it before, even though I've been in California many a time.
Hey, thanks, Fables.
Actually, really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed In-N-Out.
Yeah.
How come A&W doesn't get much love?
A&W's the best.
I love
A&W.
A&W.
Peter and I were
isn't
talking
the
about this
best. It's
earlier.
good, but-
A&W is great. I would definitely argue that it's a higher quality burger than like McDonald's, but I hate that the burger is falling apart when I try to eat it.
That's how you know it's good.
that's a good
Well,
burger.
I mean,
That's
that's
how you know it's
That's
great.
how
real.
you
but
know
it's-
it's like fresh ingredients, like made.
When you make a
like,
burger at
decently well.
home, does it
Do you
just
think
like
I make
glue
burgers
to-
at home? Can you just turn that over in your head for a second? Do you think I make a lot of burgers at home?
Whoa!
I mean, do you think? No, I just.
It's not a hard thing to make. I would assume maybe you were capable.
Let's run the numbers, boys.
0 burgers.
All right, let's grab a number out of the air.
Grab a number out of the air.
Oh,
Yeah,
15.
you actually only grabbed a Pokemon because that's all Matt does at home.
You say that like it's a bad
All
thing.
Matt
Graydon
does at home
Anderson.
is Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't eat. I
You
don't
know what
sleep.
you know what I mean. He's got his list.
Yeah,
You
I'm
better
like-
believe there's sound when he's playing.
Oh, that's good.
You just. I don't know if you do it on purpose, Graydon, but you just make me so mad with the things you do sometimes.
Graydon must do it on purpose, but he doesn't
Just
make it
you-
sound like he's doing it on
You
purpose.
just have your attitude sometimes just bothers me. What?
But that's not the ground.
You gotta
That's
get on the.
flying
You gotta
bricks.
get.
Well, then why did it pop up? And
No,
say,
I
Because
just I
you
don't
left the
understand why
ground.
you're struggling to understand
Yeah,
this concept. Like you.
What do you mean?
You have to stay on the ground the whole time. Is
You would
basically
be
how it
you would
works.
be the worst tutor ever.
Oh,
You would, no, I've asked about the concept of the level twice, and he's like,
no, it's 'cause
"Why?
it's-
How are you struggling
Yeah,
so much?
Because
Like,
you
do
played this game before, and it's so obvious. It reads it right there. How could you not
I was
understand?
making a topical joke about
I-
how those bricks aren't technically the ground.
Well,
Chick-fil-A is
You know
delicious.
what? I don't
Don't know what
appreciate your joke.
Zadby's is.
oh my goodness gracious, Zaxby's
Matt,
isn't in Canada.
Do you just have a hard time comprehending what you're supposed
It
to do?
seems
in
to
this
be
level?
like a
Can't
KFC
leave the
esque
ground,
place.
Matt.
My blood
Matthew.
pressure is rising.
Also, did we say hello to Fables?
Yes.
Yeah, I,
Yeah,
I, I
Peter
said
did.
thanks for the
Alright.
level as well.
yeah, we got it covered, man. We got a basis. Why didn't you?
You mean
jump?
I got it covered?
Oh, so sorry, Matt.
Actually,
Matt,
A
there's
little-
a clear condition.
little unknown fact. I used to tutor back in my.
What?
Did you
Wait.
really?
I
Tutor
did
what?
tutoring back in second
Mm.
year of my university.
What did you
career.
tutor?
I tutored grade 8 math, and
What gave you qualifications to do this?
I don't know, man. I did it for volunteer experience. It was
guys
supposed to be
showed up?
chill. I did it with my friends, and it was supposed to be like we just sit in a room
Oh, no.
all
No.
like all evening. We can do homework, and then like kids from high school come into the room. It was set up by this umbrella corporation within the
Umbrella
school.
Corporation.
That sounds like a great organization.
I trust them implicitly.
And they and then the kids they'd get the pamphlets at the school, and then they'd show up at the university to get help on math. Somehow that turned into like that dream of just chilling and like getting volunteer experience for it, which is probably not what you should be doing if you want to get volunteer experience. You're supposed to care. You're supposed to care about the world, you know.
Eh.
But that turned into all of a sudden I was giving one-on-one sessions with this kid, and
You fell in love.
Oh,
no,
God.
I did not.
Oh boy.
No, I did not. I was
We've
Evan's
been
starting,
called out by
Evan's-
people.
Evan's starting a promising career
Like,
as
I don't-
Leonardo DiCaprio.
I don't mean to be like I don't like to like
Yeah, we're deaf Canadian.
say that I'm like super
A.
smart or anything, but like math has always come fairly easy to me, at least before calculus, like pre-calculus stuff. That stuff's like really simple to me, and trying to like figure out all the different ways I could explain one single concept was like it was impossible. Like the kid just didn't get it. Like we were doing like how you know, like when you, I forget
don't
what it's
know.
called, but you like manipulate a question. Like if you have like,
oh god.
if you have like 1 plus x
Oh, God.
equals 2, you can move the 1 to the other side for an x minus 2,
Sure.
or for
Yep.
x equals 2 minus 1, and then x is equal to 1. You know how you manipulate that?
Is
I was trying to teach this kid this, and like he just didn't. He just couldn't, and like I couldn't figure out any other way to explain it.
So you just gave up on him?
No, I kept pushing, man. Like I tutored the guy for 6 months straight every week, and like we'd always go to different topics, but every time we came back to that, because I was like, so you got that test coming up, so we're
Yeah,
gonna
get
come
on the
back and we're
first
gonna-
block.
I know
We're gonna
I
touch
know.
up on that
But it's
again.
tough.
I
And he
believe
just like,
You may as well just go ahead and see what the level's like.
I kind of
'cause-
want to.
Yeah, because nothing's stopping you. You just gotta.
Go ahead, Evan.
oh, it just made me realize that like because he also didn't care.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
so
Canada.
like if you don't care about something, like you're never, like especially when you're that young and you're teaching these kids these like really, like it's a fairly complex.
When you're that young, Evan, this was like
Equation.
2 years ago that you did this.
No,
No, the kids.
I'm the kid
Oh.
in grade 8. Like grade 8's still pretty young.
Yeah.
I didn't think we learned that in grade 8. I don't think we did learn that in grade 8.
What was?
But
do you
then
remember
all
what
of a
the
sudden
concept was?
I learned all
I
the
just
secrets to
explained it.
life.
Can you explain it again so that I could hear it? Because I
It's-
didn't.
I think it's
I
called,
learned a lot in
I think
grade
it's
8,
like
tell you that
I
much.
think it's linear algebra is what it's actually called.
What?
But it's like where you have like 1 plus x equals 2.
I knew
Oh.
diagonal
X.
algebra.
You move the 1 to the other side,
Yeah, I
and then
think
you
we
have
did
2
that.
minus 1 equals x.
Yeah, I think we did that in grade 8.
Yeah, it's like
Because grade 9 we started moving on to like slightly more complicated forms of
We
that.
had a
right?
different
I don't
grade 8
remember.
math.
I don't remember that being a thing in grade 8. But I just like
God,
if
it's so
someone
tough.
doesn't care about it, like they'll
30
never learn.
seconds left.
Oh, let's at least take
Yeah,
it on a little tour and see what the
let's see
level's like.
what's going on in here.
I remember their
Never mind.
I remember the concept in their
stupid.
textbook was or their teacher was teaching them to picture it as a teeter-totter that is always perfectly balanced, and then when you move one thing to the other, it keeps the equation still balanced, because like when you move the 1 to the other side, you actually add a -1 to both sides as well. And like, yeah, it was difficult. It's
He's
it's
DTCU.
challenging to try to
All
explain
right.
concepts
Well, you know
to
what?
someone that
Thanks
just
for the
don't
level.
get it.
This is pretty cool.
Leave it a like.
Yeah.
No, listen, we understand
Yeah, we
how
already
we
liked
had
it.
to beat the level. We just couldn't do it.
Yeah, like it kind of messes you up because you try to snipe the first one, but like if you go to the left, the track it'll move you out of the way or it'll kill you. So you have to snipe that gap on the right, and it's hard to get the timing right.
The way you use the word university. What's wrong with the way I use
Papa.
university?
Well, I mean, it might be the fact that
Juliet.
like, isn't it mainly
Lima.
colleges in the states?
Yeah, you in the states, you mostly go to
Bravo.
Colleges,
college.
right?
Yeah.
N for
No, but there are still universities.
November.
down there.
There you
are.
go. No,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of just names. An 8. M for Martin. 3. And
Fables,
G for
we're just
grandma.
we're a little
From
sensitive to
Ontario.
criticism
What?
tonight.
3.
No, we're not.
I'm a little
3
sensitive
and then
to
G?
criticism.
Yeah, 3G. The worst network.
Why didn't
Sorry, I guess I do sound. I did sound offended. I wasn't that offended.
Oh, I was offended.
Hey.
We're getting chat seat gamed tonight.
Stop
That's-
that.
I'm
talk.
calling it.
We're
No.
not.
That's
not
I'm
the thing
coining
you're
it.
doing.
It's
No.
my word. It
No.
belongs
That's
to me.
stupid.
Chat seat gaming. It
Can
makes
we-
absolute sense.
can we
It
vote?
ticks all the boxes. It,
Okay,
it
let's vote.
covers all the
We're
variables.
democracy,
Yeah.
right?
All right,
Yeah.
all
We're
for chat seat
democracy.
gaming. Eric's got
Eric,
his hand
put
up
that
too.
hand down.
Eric's got his hand up too, and I have 2 hands.
We're a democracy. You don't do it.
that's voter suppression? That's, you don't want that.
Wait
Here.
a second. Eric didn't show up to the right place to vote, so his vote doesn't count.
Is that actually
He's
what
not on the
happened?
couch. He can't vote if he's
Oh.
not on the couch.
No, but
That's
he put
how
his hand up.
democracy works.
Okay, well, I mean, honestly, Eric, I really appreciate that you put your hand
Oh, do
up.
I have
but
to not touch Matt?
that
what am I
means
supposed to do right now?
Another one.
It's the exact same concept.
Matt, what am I doing? How do
Uh,
I beat this level?
Okay, Evan, allow me to explain it to
The
you.
tutors getting tutored.
basically-
Oh, Matt, can you please stop backseat gaming me?
Yeah, you're not in the chat. All right, this isn't chat seat gaming.
Hey,
Please
Matt.
direct him from
Oh,
the
I
chat
felt
back.
dirty saying it.
Hey, Matt, you just got baited, boy.
I hope you lose this level over and over again. I mean, they don't really give you much opportunity to touch the floor. It's only in situations like that.
Oh
What-
my goodness.
What were you
Yo.
doing?
I
I
just
thought
got
he was-
sandwich.
I thought he was gonna turn around, but
No.
he didn't.
Turn
Spoiler alert.
around.
Every now and then I
Are you-
get a
Ontario's
little
good
bit
fun.
lonely when you never come around. Anyways, Evan, the idea behind the level is that you're allowed to leave the ground, but you
Can't touch it again.
can't touch the ground after. So like basically I think they have it set in that way specifically because you have to be able to jump to get to the pole.
Oh, that
And-
Joy-Con drifts sucks, hey?
No, dude, Joy-Con.
Man, the Switch sucks.
Yeah, Switch sucks. Peter knows this
The
for sure
Joy-Con,
now.
Yeah.
the Joy-Con drift is really going to make it hard for me to enjoy Pokemon Sword and Shield when it comes out.
Yeah, Matt.
Next
What is,
week.
what is your solution to the Joy-Con drift so we can all enjoy Pokemon
Buy a new
on
Switch.
the grateful day?
You know what?
On the
on the
On-
grateful day.
On the coming of our Lord Pokemon from Game Freak, featuring Pokemon designed by Game Freak with really bad animations. What?
And no voice acting.
Oh,
And no voice acting, so you may as well just not have sound at all, ever.
Heck yeah. That sounds like a good game to me.
10 out of 10.
You're just saying so many things that are just they're just getting so far into my skin. I just can't process my frustration anymore.
Rest in peace, Matt.
So I will say nothing. You know what? I've been saying to people time and time again, my number one priority is making sure that I have the best time possible. I don't want to sit around and worry.
We're doing
Whoa.
this. We're doing this for our viewers.
Well, yeah, I mean, I will work really hard.
Yeah.
They were also invited, I guess.
Well, I'm gonna work really hard to make sure the viewers have a fantastic time. But I've been looking forward to this game for way too
Nice.
long to let my experience be soiled by. Oh no, did Evan have a good
Soiled.
time? Oh no. Like I love you, Evan, but you know
See,
whether or not you
I
have
know
a good
you,
time.
He
Matt,
does love you.
Matt, and the thing is, and which makes you such a genuine friend, is that you say that right now, but if I actually came to you like a week after the stream and was like, you know what, Matt, like I don't know, like I just didn't really have a good time, like I was upset about this, and this, you would actually
You're
be like,
way ahead
oh,
of the game and
dude, I'm
spoiling
really
me."
sorry, dude, like,
Well,
you'd
I'd say
feel
that after the
genuinely
fact.
bad. You'd feel bad, so you should really put in all the steps to make sure I have.
Well, I mean, you know that's
Hey,
why
Minor.
I was
Minor,
literally-
what's up?
Hey.
Man, we got all the old
I
guard
know,
coming in today.
I know Mario Maker just brings them back. I love it. Miner's also been liking a lot of our tweets and stuff, which I appreciate because I see
Nice.
that. I see that.
You mean all the Pokemon tweets that go out every day?
Man,
Faithful.
I like how Live
actually-
Connection likes all of Matt's tweets, and Matt likes all of Live Connection's tweets.
Man, the two really agree with each other.
Symbiotic relationship right there.
Don't. So you guys are harassing me so much. It's getting so far into my skin.
You know what's funny too is that like our harassment today is like pretty low key. compared to other things. It's just, but it's just hitting deep.
I
It's
I
just
don't have
choice.
like the mental energy to just like fight through all of this.
You're on
so
reading
every
break,
time you
Matt.
do it, I'm just like, oh.
What happened, Peter?
Like the window, like something getting unplugged noise keeps happening for some reason.
Good night,
Oh,
Dusty.
Maybe something's gonna unplug, Peter.
Thank you. Thank you, Evan.
You're welcome.
Thank God you're here.
I
From a
mean, Evan, if you
USB.
think about it, like even though I have said like, oh, the most important thing is that I enjoy it. Like, you know, I have been doing a lot to make sure that other people have fun too. Like the suggestion to get headphones so that you can listen to music, and if you're wanting to take a break from being on stream, I'm gonna set up a couple TVs with docks so you can still play and you actually get like a TV to play on.
So two people who might be at different parts will have to sit next to one another and play.
I don't have enough time to get through this part. How do I do this?
Have you tried getting good?
Does
I
the
think maybe
fire
you just
stop
have to
killing
not
you at
stop.
a certain
I
point?
think it does.
Like pretty much the moment you see it move, you should start because your horizontal
should start
movement on the
going now?
vines is like super slow.
Like I should start going like as soon as it starts to dissipate.
Yeah, I think so.
Right now.
I was still blowing pretty
I
hard.
committed hard to that though. Discord keeps chiming.
Yeah,
Peter.
Discord.
Shout out to
Oh,
Hey, join our Discord, by the way. We talk in there sometimes.
Actually, we've been
I
talking.
checked it today and there was nothing new. I felt proud of myself for keeping up to date.
I thought I sent something today, didn't I?
I think that was yesterday.
Oh, you did, I think, but I mean, there wasn't anyone, like a viewer who I had to keep
No.
up with. Evan, you can sext me anytime you want.
It's not the same if I don't have an audience.
Ew.
I want someone to witness.
That's why I'm on freecams.com all the time.
Does that support live connection as well?
I was like, man, it was. I looked at Eric's message and was like, man, that's crazy that I just used that word, and was like, it's because I did use that word, but Eric put that in there.
What? What the heck just happened?
I guess you just stopped moving at like the perfect time and it just stood you there.
Hey, welcome back, Chuck.
Chuck, I thought you went to bed.
No, that was
no,
Dusty.
No, that was Dusty.
Evan, that's strike one.
What strikes, Peter? This isn't
Uh-oh.
baseball. This isn't slow pitch. This isn't kickball. You can get out of here with your strikes.
Oh man, that sucks. I hate the flu.
You know, I was thinking the other day, I don't remember the last time I had the flu. I haven't had the flu shot in probably over a decade.
Dang.
Do not remember the last time I had flu.
Yeah,
Nice.
you're next.
I guess like I got a stomach flu, which I guess in a way isn't the exact same thing. Well, actually no. I got the flu
Do you hear it, Peter?
last
No, I
time I
don't
was hanging
hear.
out with you, Eric. Like literally, like I was just sitting and gaming, and all of a sudden I just got like this crazy headache, and I started shivering. And I just like completely out of the blue, I just felt terrible. I literally had to like get a pillow and a blanket and just lay on his floor for a while. I was in bad shape, dude. And I had to go to work for a big sale the next day, but I had to call in. Like I never call in sick for work, but the only time I ever did it was like this big sale day, because without going into too much detail, I was not in a position to walk around Best Buy all day.
You got a poopy pants?
Yeah, you know that it could be possible. I just caught myself out because I usually make an effort to like not specifically say my employer, even though I think it's pretty obvious one way or another. And then I just said it, and then I was like, oh.
And if I said my employer, it wouldn't really mean anything. I just don't.
Yeah,
out of
I mean,
principle.
Oh,
I'm not,
dang.
I guess it's not a concern that I'm gonna get like someone's gonna come into work and be like, "Hey, live connection." That'd actually be pretty neat. I guess it's just the fact that like a lot of bigger companies like that, like when I worked at Callaway Park, it was the same thing.
See this
Yeah,
disrespect?
no, I see
Yeah.
it. I like it.
What?
No, I don't agree.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Peter's literally just been sitting there,
What?
just typing, making sure the stream is going okay.
If you're not looking at the chat,
I'm
then
here like
He's taking
I'm
taking
trying
it
to
from a few
troubleshoot
angles.
stuff.
See, Miner likes the stuff that we tweet.
No one likes my dumb jokes.
Oh, I saw the joke. Yeah, Peter.
What did I say earlier that was also dumb?
To me,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was.
You want a list?
Hey,
No, I-
thanks for following Fables.
Yeah, no.
Hey,
thanks for the
Fables.
follow,
Fables.
Fables.
Thanks so
Hey.
much. That
That's
means
awesome.
a lot.
That's awesome. You know, that means that you'll be notified on November 15th when we stream Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
That's true.
Don't sigh.
No one's gonna
okay?
be there.
I'm gonna be there.
Matt's
Dude,
gonna be there.
I'm gonna be haunted on that day. It's gonna be like the day has finally come.
You're not even gonna be here for most of the day. What are you
Yeah,
talking
and you're
about?
gonna be on my computer. I'm gonna get like 3 or 4 phone calls throughout the day when I'm at work. Peter, it's not working. How do
Peter.
I fix it? And I'm gonna be like, hold on, business
Peter.
people. I have an important matter to take care of. I'm like, Matt, what are you doing?
Okay. Number one, literally the stream is just gonna run itself unless your computer crashes. I think I'll be able to figure it out. Number 2, Jared is gonna be there in the morning, and then like
Jared
Evan's
doesn't know
gonna-
anything about OBS.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. Jared knows a little bit.
Jared still hasn't been able to figure out how to make it so the names don't move around when someone else follows.
Didn't you figure that out?
Hey,
Yeah, but I told him to do it and that I'd show him, but he
you're out
does.
of time
hasn't
for
yet.
this level.
Evan,
No,
pretty
I'm not,
controversial idea.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, did you hear the timer?
Look, I got one more attempt. When the
Shuckle
timer,
has me lit now. There's
it's
no
legit.
messing around.
That's a rule. When I get ah,
Oh, that's it.
Well, there you go.
That's
Peter,
it.
you distracted me.
Good. That's because we're out of time. Peter.
Like it? Like
No
it?
no one likes that. Literally, no one likes that.
But Peter.
I love how
My
Peter,
God.
I love how Peter started shouting, "No one likes that!" as we go to like the level. Completely unrelated, but
Peter.
everyone hates this.
Josh,
Peter, what's
whale lion.
whale lion? What kind of code are you using?
Isn't
bro?
is that how you do it?
This isn't the animal kingdom with Josh.
Dolphin,
Josh's
lion,
Wild Lands?
you.
Dolphin. Oh, this,
Yeah,
this
And
hurts
what's you,
me.
Peter? What's you? What's an animal?
No, the word you.
What's a you with an animal?
Unicorn.
No, it starts with Y.
You're gonna use the word you to describe why?
What other good Y words are there? Yesterday.
Peter, look what's right next to Y. What is that letter?
I said you. What?
So am I putting a Y or a U?
Why can't we use the correct phonetic
Peter,
alphabet?
what is it?
It's Y, Evan.
Then why did you say you?
Like, just. I'm in shock. My body hurts right
You
now.
could have said yellow. You could have
RDG.
said. What's R? What's a good R?
Romeo.
Robert.
Robert. Okay, what was the other one? Sorry.
Robert Downey Grandma.
Robert Downey Grandma.
This sucks.
Wow.
I am so upset.
Okay, we're playing
Oh,
Dante's EP.
I love when the monkey throws Simba.
So we're gonna play
That's
this
my
level.
favorite GIF.
Oh look, play
one
together.
of my
I guess
favorites.
we can select the novels.
No, let's just play.
Or we could-
individual.
Is this a
can
Well,
not.
no, we
Coupon
just
Peter
when
show?
we do our stream next
10 minutes,
week, let's
Peter.
just everyone
Start
bring
it.
our switches. The doc will already be here because I'll have it. So
Eric, you want it?
Rafiki. Well, listen, I'm not a really big Lion King fan.
Yeah, sure.
doodle 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 doodle. Oh, actually, I'm upset because if anyone was gonna take a tag out offer, I was gonna take it. But maybe when you want to come back in, I'll tag out. I just have to use the bathroom, but it's not like an imminent like have to.
Matt's
use the
got to go to the
bathroom.
bathroom.
Well,
Matt's
I
gotta
use the
poop.
anime. I use the yeah.
He's got to poop.
I mean, you know, I'd rather not go into specific detail about my deeds in the bathroom, but
Matt has to pee.
that has to be.
Matt
Eric,
has
welcome to
pee.
the stream. Tell us about you and your day.
I had school and it was bad.
Thank you, Eric. Oh, that was sick. Graydon, that was a schmoove move.
That was hot.
Okay, that scares me.
If Will Smith saw that, like,
Ah, it's hot.
yeah.
I don't like that sound.
yeah. I can't. Oh,
Oh, I could have made it. I wasn't sure if there's ground down here or not.
That's my entire life.
Yeah.
Is there ground there?
But Peter, you're so close to the ground.
I'm blind. That's very blind. I'm gonna say
Why?
that was not what you were supposed to do.
okay.
Oh, I get it.
It's 10 coins specifically they have to pick up, like the big 10 ones.
Do you
What?
have to like enter the door as it
I got
switches?
to time it.
We didn't say how to match.
Dumb boy.
He called me a dumb boy.
Dumb
Was that
boy.
on
Where did it-
Facebook?
I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
that
we-
didn't come up on.
Yeah, we don't have Facebook on the chat. So many technical issues today.
I don't.
Is it like grayed out?
Someone
You have
fire
that?
Peter.
I don't have any of the
That's the
icons at
wrong
the bottom.
platform. I'm just insane. Just ignore me.
Peter, we're relying on
Nah,
you to
missed
give
it.
good stuff.
We have a band member coming into the chat right now. I don't know who this Evan Mazer is, but
Oh, nah.
Oh,
all right.
Nightbot, can you please
Neat.
ban
I
him?
did it.
What does that mean?
What?
Oh, congrats.
Got it.
Clever.
Got it.
Got
Clever
it.
girl.
Daddy.
Now just don't die.
One of.
Ugh.
You almost got.
I did almost get got.
Yeah.
Safety.
There's lots of bad guys.
Mice are annoying.
There are lots of bad guys.
Voices.
What do you think Goombas would be best,
Oh,
like, in
What?
in like a meal? You know, if you
Like,
fried
how
up
would I cook
Goombas.
a
y-
Goomba?
I think some nice sliced Goomba in a salad would be.
In a salad.
Yeah.
Portobello Goomba.
Yeah. Exactly.
Actually, if they like took just like the
Oh.
robust head of the Goomba and like baked it and just had like a turkey almost.
See, I was gonna say I would like put it in a crock pot, just like the whole Goomba.
Is that what you do with mushrooms here?
You can do anything with mushrooms.
You're not wrong.
They're very
Oh.
versatile.
Yeah, I like a good mushroom. All right, okay. So Evan, I know you're off stream right now. I'm just gonna tell you this, and then you just can't say anything back. If you think that I should have a different breakfast
Oh my
other than
God.
McDonald's,
Why are we
then
still talking
recommend
about this?
recommend something to me.
It's
the
because
other,
he can't.
Oh, right. I want that.
Like,
Why would you bring that up knowing he can't respond?
I went
that's
to,
why.
I went to the I went to the new breakfast place in West Hills yesterday. It was pretty good.
How is it? I've heard. I've heard.
I
good
didn't know
things.
there was a new
There's a new
breakfast
breakfast.
It was quite good. Yeah, there's a new like brunch place.
Yeah, what's it called
Opens-
again? Broken Yolk,
Yeah,
right?
Broken Yolk.
I like
I don't know how I
brunch.
feel about that.
Kind of like a Cora's or.
It's kind of like a diner deluxe, actually.
Oh, I love Diner Deluxe. Diner Deluxe is good. Maybe I'll order from there. Would that make you feel better? I'll order a skillet. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna look on
Breakfast.
Skip the Dishes right now. Let's do it together as a team.
How can
They're one of those places that like opens early in the day and then closes at like 3.
Okay.
That's gotta be nice.
I'm not a breakfast guy.
I love
What do you
breakfast.
mean you're
I
not a
Dude, you
love
disgust me.
breakfast.
Every time I think
Wow.
that I can trust you,
I'm
you
not a
just tear me
breakfast guy, but I'm a breakfast food guy. You know.
Fair enough.
Why-
I see your point. No, I mean, I guess Peter means that he's a breakfast food guy, but
No,
Eric,
I'm saying I don't like breakfast food.
you don't
generally.
you don't like
can't-
breakfast
You
food.
can't eat any of
Yeah,
them.
Okay,
exactly.
I wanna
That's why
beat
he
up
doesn't
Pete.
like it.
Peter, I'm gonna beat you up.
Dang, he's gonna beat you up.
Yeah.
You're
You know
not-
what I'm gonna get from Subway for lunch? Like I'll waver a bit on McDonald's for breakfast. I'm getting Subway for lunch. And you know what I'm getting? I'm getting
Tuna?
the no, I'm not getting tuna. I
The
decided
Pokemon
against
meal?
it. They have
Meatball sub.
Steak and
No,
cheese?
that's
God
another
dang
that's
it, I
another
turned around
name,
too
but
quickly.
they have
Gross.
it's like a guacamole.
That's a lot of
steak
messages from
chipotle
Mazer.
wrap.
there.
I'm getting it in. I'm gonna get a supreme size, so it's pretty big, and I'm gonna put it in my mouth.
Hey,
It's gonna be delicious.
Hey viewers, what are you gonna have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner Friday of next week? is that something that crosses your mind ever? Is that something you plan out?
Hey, you know who else does a really good breakfast? Subway.
What do they do for
I actually
breakfast?
used to get.
Excuse me.
I actually used to get Subway breakfast
That's-
subs like a lot,
you-
and they were pretty flippin'
That's
good.
I've never had one.
That's disgusting.
You're like
The-
one-
Might as well get
the
a
egg-
farmer's wrap at Tim Hortons.
Those are actually all right.
The farmer's wraps are good. Yeah, I get those a lot. No, I mean, to be fair, like the Subway egg patties that they use cannot even be constituted as food, but everything else is good.
I mean, we're talking about someone who likes McDonald's breakfast, and those eggs are
I actually don't usually get
the worst.
egg McMuffins. I just get the sausage.
I thought there was more
yeah.
danger involved.
because McDonald's egg is like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, yeah. Is A-Dub's breakfast any good?
It's all right.
Yeah,
it's pretty
I think
greasy
they're
though.
okay.
It's like really greasy.
I always thought I hated A&W, but it's just because I really do not like mustard, and they put mustard on all of their burgers,
Whoops.
and I just never made that connection. So I was always like, I just don't like A&W burgers. No, they're pretty
Fellas.
good.
There's a place called Choco Waffles YYC.
Yo,
Why
what?
wouldn't you get your food from there?
That place
oh,
sounds
dude,
great.
Dude, literally look at this picture.
That looks excellent.
Oh my goodness gracious! It's a waffle on a stick with
like-
M&M's, strawberry, and Nutella.
I'm having a really.
Waffles on a
That
stick.
sounds like you would be conked out for the rest of the day after eating that.
What is
Really?
it? Elf
Like, just
where
'cause
he
of the
makes that
sugar?
Candy pasta.
Too quick.
For me, I would just feel like I'm done.
That's all they have. They only have like just that tiny selection of waffles, and that's it. That's a no-go for me. I might just stick with McDonald's.
I thought you were getting Subway.
This is
Eat fresh.
we're so far.
Don't look at me.
in this state.
I'm looking at Evan.
Don't look at Evan.
My favorite part about all of this, I
Did it-
gotta say, Matt, is even our sponsors, Fandom Wire, which we're streaming to right now. Shout out.
Hi, Fanamore.
They were like, "Dude, we got tons of time to work on this," and you're like, "But we're like 3 months away." What do you mean we got tons of time?
What are you referring to in particular?
You,
The
you were just-
promotional video?
You were just on them like a
I
lot.
wasn't on them.
I wish I could approach my entire life with the work ethic that Matt has approached this Pokemon stream with.
I wish I could have work ethic
would
for
be,
anything.
I would
like
be the
have.
most successful person on earth.
Maybe that's how Jared does it.
Is this what passion feels like?
I heard
It's
legends.
You guys, let me. Okay, I mean, at this
You
point,
guys.
at this point, I can't say it and make it sound special because you're tired of hearing it. But genuinely, there's something about when I saw the Pokemon, because I wasn't all that excited for the games
I did
in
not
like
think I could get that.
February when
Good
they
for
just
me.
showed the starters because I thought it was gonna be
No.
more of the same. But then when they did the Pokemon Direct and I saw all the stuff they were adding, there was just this kind of like crazy excitement that rose in me, and I think I knew what I was in for when I got the idea in like June to do the
I need a
excuse me,
spiky
Pokemon
helmet.
stream at Peter's, and I looked up when the fall reading week was and realized that it was the week that the game comes out, and I started planning everything in my mind.
We need to make like a down the rabbit hole video on when this all started and the history of.
Well, I mean, no one really cares. I'm just saying I can get away with it because it's
I
a
think
stream.
I think people would care if we explained how long this has been going on.
We should.
Well,
You know it's real when a Smash character literally just came out and Matt has not said a single thing about it.
That's a good point, eh?
I haven't
Wow.
actually played him yet.
That is a very good point.
Honestly, like it's weird. For all the Smash 4
like a peer
DLC
review
characters, I was like, I was all over it. Like I was like counting down the days, like getting super excited, organizing like play sessions with a bunch of people. I have not gotten that excited for any of the DLC releases, and I don't think it's because I think they're obviously putting like substantially cooler
Hang on,
characters.
Minor
in.
has a story.
Yes, yes.
When I was 10, I went there by myself and ordered my food, and I was yelled at for my mom yelling at the manager, even though I didn't have a mom, and accused me about stealing shoes. Now I hate McDonald's.
That's a story.
There's
That's
a lot to unpack right
Yeah.
Are you like?
Minor, stop the conversation. I don't know.
That sounds like Hector Zeroni from Holes. Like you got yelled at for stealing some shoes. We're gonna send you to.
So the timer.
just ended.
You forgot to send it in the
Nice.
first place, or no?
That was a great level. I really enjoyed it. That
I would
was
like
good
to.
fun.
I would like to play a level because
Eric hasn't played one yet.
Matt wants to play. I'm in no
I
rush to
I
play.
played for like a second and then I gave it away. I think
That was a cool level.
That was fun.
All right,
Right now it is Blue Visions.
hand it off.
Blue
hand it off to,
Vision.
to Matthew.
sorry. Excuse my reach, Jack. Can you?
Well, I was just going to let you do it.
Nah, it's okay.
8-1. Y as in yesterday.
H1Y.
As someone who uses the phonetic alphabet semi-regularly, this is upsetting.
How do you use it? How do you probably
Yankee. Yankee is what they use in the phonetic alphabet.
Oh, I forgot there was like I thought it was just the style of doing it. I forgot.
This is like when
What's
Battlefield or what was that? Yeah,
HXJ.
Battlefield came out and it was
Butters.
like Bravo or yeah, Butter and Apple, and I was like,
22G.
no,
22 grandma.
golf.
Golf? Ew.
No one plays golf.
I think like
PK.
the rest of them are names or whatever.
No,
Oh boy, I'm looking forward to Fable's next level then. Hey, this is like
That hits so hard, doesn't it?
I really like this Mario version. You can't.
3D World.
can people
Yeah.
get you to unwilling go to McDonald's and
Yeah,
like
what
You
tips are
are
fun?
stuck. Sort of.
I did not even see this.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it hits so hard. I have no idea why. It's like, come on. Why? Okay, look, I don't like.
mean, that's
I've
not a
never ever in
terrible
my life
thing.
had trouble playing with Joy Cons, but like, oh, it's because Graydon's got these raised nubs. It's like obstructing my
they're-
thumb.
Wow. An
Don't talk about
excuse?
his raised nubs.
It's cold.
I like your nubs just the way they are, Graydon.
Thank you.
What
Are
even
you sure?
is a nub?
They're my raised nubs.
I don't know. I got the little like thumb protecting
Oh.
things on there.
Matt,
No,
you fool.
they're obstructing my thumb.
It sounds like an excuse.
Yeah.
That is what it sounds like.
It's probably not a terrible thing to not like be able to go to McDonald's willingly. You'll probably be
Oh, here
healthier.
we go.
See, that's the one thing I praise about being gluten-free is that I can't eat fast food.
Yeah, you
So I save my. Oh, I could, but
You save a lot of money.
yeah.
Like when I go back in my credit card statement, it's mostly food.
Yeah, dude. The next week is gonna be a very expensive one for me. I spent $100 on
Same.
Aren't you doing something next Friday?
I
as
literally
well?
just
Yeah.
got paid for the job that I was doing for the past few weeks, so I'm feeling good about
Yeah, I was
that.
gonna say
Nice.
that's gotta feel good, huh?
Sort
Um,
of, not really. Fable.
Yeah. Also, like, they might have them in the States, but they probably don't actually have them in Canada.
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 I thought you were gonna get stomped on.
Nah, not me.
No?
That man's
He's,
dead.
he's too good.
Yeah.
Cup of cow.
I need new tires for my truck, and I just got the quote for it
No.
today. And it's over $1,000, and I was like, yikes.
Yikes, that sucks.
Plus, I plan on doing a little bit of traveling recently, so I'm gonna be spending a lot of money as well on this next.
Where are we
couple
going,
weeks.
Graydon?
I don't know where you want to go.
Japan.
Let's do it.
Man.
I would love to go to Japan.
Yeah,
That'd be so
that's
cool.
a dream of mine.
Go to Kyoto.
What's your? Oh, okay, that
Nice-
worked.
nice
It's not
moves.
what I expected.
That did seem like it was the way to do it though.
I
Hopefully you don't
confirm.
still need it.
Oh,
That's the main
Amateur hour.
concern.
I don't know. Toad wants brain damage, Matt.
He's got so much cushion. What are you talking about?
Is that
shoot. Are you serious?
Ooh,
I wonder who did the
premature.
voice acting for Toad.
I thought it was
This
you.
is definitely not Charles Martinet.
Let's look it up.
I wonder if
Hey,
it's like
Goggle.
a Jap. You can just say it's probably a Japanese
I bet it was
voice
Steve
actor.
from
It's
Minecraft.
probably like some 5-year-old.
some 5-year-old.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll go into a dad.
I think it's a Japanese voice actress, like the Pikachu voice
John
actress.
Stalker. Stalker.
That's not.
It's a trap.
That's
John
did that say for the Super Mario show?
John Stalker.
Yeah.
Oh, the Super Mario Super Show.
Well, no, because doesn't Toad actually speak in that though?
Yeah. So that's a completely different.
That's messed up.
Well, everyone talks in that. Mario's like, Luigi.
Oh, Toad
weird.
Super franchise voiced by Samantha Kelly.
I knew it was a girl.
No, there's a little bit of echo. Sorry. Go back in the
Oh,
pipe.
What does Samantha Kelly look like?
I don't know. Samantha Kelly. Let's look
Fables
her up.
told you to go back in the pipe.
Interesting.
Go back in the pipe.
Interesting.
Back in the pipe.
What's the math behind that? Tell me all about it.
Throw that shell up.
He said it's a
Pick it
trap.
After the mushroom.
Oh,
Wait, so I gotta go. Okay, so I actually I see.
Oh yeah.
I see. I understand.
There you
oh,
go.
Bender.
The words, they make sense in my brain.
Thought that-
You know, Bender, you're my favorite Pokemon.
Well,
He's not in Pokemon.
all right. Sure.
Alright. That's Samantha
I guess
Kelly.
that could. The face matches. I guess I could hear that.
I can see it. I've been watching Peaky Blinders.
That's a
recently.
good show.
That's a good
Great
It-
show.
It's really good. I'm really enjoying it.
I
The,
just finished it last night actually.
Nice. I'm halfway through season 3, and I plan to like finish
Yeah,
it by like
jump.
tomorrow. The one actor in there.
Cillian Murphy.
No, what's I don't even know. Gate. The Duchess.
Guy Fury.
Gate.
Oh yeah, the girl who plays the Russian Duchess.
Yeah, she
Oh, I like her.
is very attractive.
Yeah. She's also quite
The coins mason.
What did the
Oh, it's-
coins mean?
Me.
Well, I'm confused,
Guy
Fables. I haven't
Jensen.
seen any P blocks yet. What am I missing?
PETA.
Here, Evan.
Gaite.
I don't.
Jensen.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe.
Jensen.
Pipe is the P block.
I'm a P
Oh,
block.
that's why it's called the P pipe. I get it.
Ah.
I get it. I get
I
it.
don't like pea pipe.
Gate.
Thank God Fables here.
Gaite.
Whoa,
The
bro.
toilet is also a pea pipe.
That's a dangerous game, Matt.
I think it's
You're
my
supposed
destiny.
to do that. I'm just saying, be careful. It gets harder and harder.
Coins. Hang on.
What do you mean? What kind of actress is she?
Television.
Oh.
Evan just laughs.
Evan, in this house we respect women.
I can confirm this.
Yeah.
How hard do you respect women? I didn't know
Cat
Toad
Toad.
could
Look
be
at
a
him.
cat. Oh, I thought you were.
Look
gay.
at him.
There he goes.
Oh my God, he's a friend.
Is this another? Oh, okay. No,
I
think
love
have to
him.
Go back.
It's actually fun to play as Cat Toad.
Just don't die. Do you have to go up there?
Ooh, Peter, you have ideas.
I have ideas.
What?
You have
Okay, just
ideas
climb
of your
up
own?
the other side. This is gonna be too difficult.
Forget if we call it out, but thanks for following Fables.
We did
Yeah.
call it
Yeah, we
out,
did.
but thank you.
I didn't call it out specifically.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
now
no,
I
if Eric
am.
didn't, then like
Yeah,
Doesn't
forget
matter.
I'm
it.
the important one.
Absolutely.
You've been acknowledged by me specifically, Fables.
Yep.
It really doesn't
do you
account
still
for
like
much,
my
I'm
idea,
sorry.
Eric
Where
or
friends
Evan
are
or
in one
Jared?
side,
Oh
one
my
side.
Wow.
God! Wow, this guy goes through the whole
you
list.
went through the whole cast.
You alright, Peter?
I don't know.
Oh.
This is a character that's only in season 3, so
Oh. Oh, I'm running out of time.
Have any of you guys seen? I don't know if it was a new trailer, but I saw some footage from The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
I've
the
seen
trailer
some
that
stuff,
just
yeah.
released.
It looks
Back
really
my
good.
It looks good.
It does.
We gotta
I
get a
really
family
like
plan, right?
his armor.
Oh my god, man.
That's
the
the
Oh, and look,
Mandalorian's
it's
armor.
your control stick, right? I swear
Uh-huh.
to God.
Yeah,
I swear
okay.
it is.
I hope
I
you're-
swear it's the control
I hope
stick.
you're better at Pokemon than you are at Mario.
He's not.
That's simply
No.
untrue. No!
Oh, wow, that's loud.
What?
All right, I was running out of time.
What? Wow.
Yeah, that's where the echo's coming from, in case anyone was wondering.
Look,
Man, I haven't
Fables,
seen-
it's not my fault,
seen the
okay?
Goofy movie in
You made
forever.
the level.
This
If-
isn't Fable's level.
Oh, sorry, Fable. I mean, well, you're just insulting me, so I'm not sorry.
This is Blue Vision's level, right?
Blue Vision
Correct.
is not even here
You
to.
You don't know that.
Speaking of the Goofy movie, I listened to the song in the finale like the other day when they break into the concert.
Yeah.
Love that song.
That
Such-
song
such a
is
jam.
so good. That's one reason I'm so excited for Disney Plus. HD Goofy movie.
Oh, nice. Let's have a viewing party.
Yes.
November 15th.
We're gonna
Yeah.
watch both because they're both gonna be on there. We can watch the extremely goofy movie right after.
Nice.
That might be too goofy, honestly. Like,
What?
What?
I said there has to
From
be a
Live
certain level of
Connection.
goofy. That's too much.
There's never enough goof.
Oh,
Too much.
Matt, good job. I acknowledge your skills. Maybe that'd be a bit much, but
You know, Fables,
What?
you could have
Oh, I
just
thought
taken
you-
the credit for this level.
Yeah, we wouldn't have known.
Bing, bing, bing.
I don't like Toad.
Why?
I don't like people who don't like Toads, so I guess we'll just have to agree to disagree on this one.
It just sounds like you don't like Peter.
No, Matt doesn't like me.
You know, I really don't.
None of us actually like each other.
just Graydon says stuff sometimes. It just angers me. I just feel like he doesn't understand me
Thanks,
as a person.
Chuckle.
You know what else is great about Peaky Blinders? The fact that Tom Hardy is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He just kind of has like he
Last run.
That's the show that has the Dark Knight Scarecrow, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Cillian Murphy.
Okay.
You might like it, Eric.
Maybe.
I really like it.
Is it on Netflix?
It's on
It
Netflix.
is,
It's
Okay.
on the flicks. Yeah.
I thought it was one of
Don't.
the Amazon shows or something.
Dude, I'm gonna look. I literally
Matt's gonna
refuse-
make fetch happen.
Does anyone agree with the flicks? Like, does anyone
what?
like that term for Netflix?
flicks.
The flicks?
Oh,
The flicks?
You probably have
No
to
one-
like,
see?
go through, back
Just-
through the pipe.
Just
and
like
come
Yeah.
nobody likes
I
what
Chat
else?
C gaming.
Yeah, that one.
I like it.
I, don't
like
like
chat.
I
that.
think that's silly.
I chat. Look, you can't pave forward new ground if you have such a closed mind. You know,
You can't if you're also coming up with dumb terms.
they're not dumb. They're just simply not dumb. Shit.
Hey, say thanks, Saint Lantis. Yeah, my
Thanks,
tongue
Satan.
almost.
Hey.
Satan?
Hello, hello.
Thanks, Satan.
Saint
No,
Mantis.
Evan.
That's a
Satan.
good username.
That is a good username.
Satan is not here. Yeah.
Okay, so if I dive, I'll be able to climb to the other side, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna get a run up. No, actually,
You didn't.
You
You
just
have to-
got-
it's a leap of faith.
Just do like a run. Yeah.
I just don't understand why the physics are so different in Mario 3D, the game.
It's like
'Cause
they're
it's a different game?
games.
Well, I understand that premise, but yay!
That was the last run as well.
Yay!
You did it.
I
Nice.
did it in the
You
end.
did it,
We
kid.
got there, boys.
Hurrah. Look at him.
Alrighty.
Love him.
Okay, you should do something about
Do
those
with my
little
sweat-
caps on
sweat
the top
hands.
of your controllers. I mean, like at first I thought it was pretty cool, but it was really.
Maybe
Oh.
you
my
should.
thumb.
Yeah, that's Matt's three
Oh,
cents.
okay. So this is going to be very quick, but I've got to just point
SM.
something out.
Okay.
Oh, we'll wait for Peter to finish.
9BL.
Bravo Lima.
Y0 or OH.
Yankee Zero Hotel.
I don't like Zero Hotel. Just a hands up, Saint Lantis. We got 3 levels ahead of yours.
Yeah, you screwed up somewhere along the line. because you were-
SMG.
SM.
Oh, like
Like
Mike.
the weapon. The class of weapon. Why are you taking a picture? What are you doing? I don't trust
What are you doing
Super
over there?
boss
Throwing
arena
an
for
egg at me
minor.
again?
Yeah, maybe there's an egg involved.
Fight
here.
5 bosses to win. I'm doing a boss rush. That's cool.
You getting a nice little picture for the boys?
No, yours is right after miners.
Oh,
Super boss arena.
I-
Anyway, go ahead, Jack.
I got.
So yours is
Oh,
next.
So I just got a text from my coworker who, first off, I don't want to spoil anything. I know the game's been out for a year, but has everyone beat or at least played through most of Red Dead Redemption 2?
I haven't played it at all, but I don't. Care
I've
that much
beaten-
about spoilers.
Goodbye.
I think I know. Like if what you're talking
Yeah,
about is the
see,
death of like
I'm-
a certain character. I
No,
do
it's
know
not. It's
about
not
it.
a.
Oh,
It's not death related. It's
All right, maybe
Uh,
I'll go 2. Maybe I'll go 2 because I do want to play it. I hope it's funny though.
Matt, you're never gonna play it.
Yeah, Matt's not gonna
If-
play it. But
Matt,
I
your
can't
next
like,
believe-
year
I
is
can't
booked.
believe Evan hasn't like finished it yet.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I just got a text from my coworker who's playing Red Dead Redemption 2 right now. I forgot for a split second that he was playing Red Dead Redemption 2, and he's loving it. Like he's having an awesome time. Like hell yeah, man! But he just texted me out of the goddamn blue. Like I felt the buzz on my fingers. Like, oh, what's that? And I see the text message. It's like, God damn it, I got tuberculosis. I was like, oh my god, Devin, are you okay? And it's like, oh right, he's playing Red Dead Redemption.
that's funny.
I forget which park. It's Park Bias. I think it's like Beaumont Park or something. That used to be like an asylum for people with tuberculosis.
Oh,
This is a rude
I
boss
mean-
room.
It is.
I guess you got to put him somewhere.
Yeah. It's just it was a park where they would just like let them wander around as if they're wild grazing
The
animals.
tuberculosis zoo?
Yeah, pretty much.
God, that's so terrible.
You can drive through, but you got the.
You can feed them, just don't get too close.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure like
Game-
people with tuberculosis started like losing their minds or something too.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. It's just they didn't have the proper antibiotics to fight it back in the day.
What the?
Oh, he tried to do a hop, but he was
But
blocked.
we do now.
Cute.
I think if you have tuberculosis, once you contract it, there's no cure. You
Yeah.
just treat it.
Yeah,
Because
I think so.
I Googled it when I was playing Red Dead. I was like, all right, is there a way for me to get out of this? Nope. I got
Oh, I
tuberculosis.
don't have to do that one again.
Tuberculosis.
Oh, so okay.
Dang, Flabbit Miley. Yeah, tuberculosis.
Did everyone else here beat Red Dead 2?
Still working on it.
I beat it. See,
It's
now,
yeah.
I thought I took a while to beat it. I'm surprised to hear other people still haven't beaten it.
Yeah,
Well, my coworker just started playing it like maybe a month ago or so.
Ah, okay.
And he goes, but he basically seems like he's mainlined the story.
it's even like
Yeah.
even Alec beat it like a while ago.
I got distracted with other games.
What have
I-
you been playing, Graydon? I saw.
I
I
just
think you guys
started-
have been playing Outer Worlds.
Yeah, I
right?
just started Outer Worlds.
Love it.
It's really cool. Although
Um,
like out the gate,
Yeah, we're done.
like the corporation stuff really like started to like actually piss me off.
Yeah, so
I like that.
Fable. You're like, yeah. The
Yeah.
rest of the guys here haven't beat it.
I started playing it. I finished all 3 Banner Saga games, so that was
Nice.
really fun. Really enjoyed it. I actually like cried a little bit at the end.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't think it's a game that's going to be for everyone, just on the basis that the gameplay is kind of it's a little bit slow. A lot of it is
Whoa.
narrative and text based, and you're reading a lot, but I really enjoyed it. And it's November 7th today. It's N7 day, so it's like,
Mass Effect Day.
I gotta play Mass Effect again at some point.
If only Jared was here.
You should play Andromeda.
No. Well, I mean, nah.
Don't. I mean, do I guess if you're playing all of the Mass Effect.
Some people have said it's actually okay,
It's like,
but like I just kind of I kind of just don't want to because I
You're not
loved,
missing
I
anything.
loved the first 3 so much that it just feels
You might as well not taint your experience.
yeah.
taint.
I don't know, I uninstalled it. I just was not enjoying what I was playing at all.
Oh man.
I like these boss fights.
This is cool.
Pretty neat.
Excuse me, entertainers. Can you please, one of you, get on the?
You only needed one,
Yep.
Well, there's a feather.
but just for good measure.
I get. Oh.
Oh. Sorry.
Chaos.
Chaos ensues.
Yes.
Was the
Yeah,
Red
this
Dead
level is
Redemption 2
neat.
story funny?
I mean,
Yeah, I
everyone in
enjoyed
the
it.
room laughed.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't really know if it was that spoiler.
Not really. I mean, it
Kind
was
of.
I mean,
I'd say it's
spoilery enough.
it's a huge story moment to where if you don't know that it's gonna happen, then I'd
It's
say
a bit like, yeah. Well, I mean, I definitely would like to play it at some point, but you guys are.
Isn't your next year booked up?
With Pokemon.
Well, I mean, okay, so I don't know how much
Oh.
time I'll actually put into it in the grand scheme of things, because especially if like,
If you put anything less than 150 hours in, I'm going to be very
You gotta
mad
move.
because
You gotta move.
that's at least
Oh, you
how
gotta,
much
like, go
time we've
around.
listened.
You gotta continue
to
the
talk
circle.
about it.
That's really
yeah,
clever.
I can
Yeah.
promise you. I think if I were to make an estimate, I would say 400 hours. If the game has a lot of
my
replayability.
400 hours.
I have 245 in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I only got those games in 2017, and they're not even that good. Well, I'm comparing.
timing.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it just depends on how fun the game is. I mean, the other thing to take into consideration is usually when they put out a new
You
generation.
got a bra from Shuckle.
Bruh. when they come out with a new generation, usually they do the next game a year after, like unfailingly. Like if they're ever taking breaks, or like taking a gap year, or doing like a Let's Go
A
Pikachu
gap
EV
year.
year, it's not.
Game
gonna
Freak
be
just
right
really
after.
needs to take some time off and find themselves.
Yeah, right?
The entire company goes to
Dude.
like Thailand for a little while.
I was gonna say Europe, but yeah, Thailand too.
Well, if they're Canadian, they go to Australia for a year.
We're talking about like total time put into the game overall, not like how long does it take to beat the campaign. I think I can manage.
it's
Like,
a great place to go, so
like
I'm not
10
saying that's
hours?
a bad thing.
I've actually heard it's really boring.
Yeah, that's
I've
why
heard,
you're
I've,
going.
I've heard people who go there do really boring stuff.
Except Jared.
Yeah, I know.
That's really exciting. Everything.
Oh, just everything about my life, all my passions, everything I love.
you know what? I'm so upset that you think that I think that your life is boring.
Well,
Jack.
why did you say it?
I didn't-
Why did you
I
say it word for word?
Oh, that was unfortunate.
I never said it was boring. I just said like Jared was going like hiking and stuff, which is like
Oh,
more
right, this.
Right.
vlog-worthy stuff.
Sorry,
Make a
sorry, I
vlog.
forgot how awesome it is to go hiking in the outback.
Mm.
You know what? Forget about it.
Man.
You know, Jack. Your life is boring. Is that what you wanted me to tell you? Is that what you wanted to hear?
I don't
That's
need
what
to
you
hear
already
it again.
said.
I don't mean it though. I just misspoke and now I'm being punished for it. So that's pretty neat.
I really like this room. It's a really clever room.
Mm,
But
it's pretty
don't
cool.
tell Matt
like a
that.
clock.
Peter, do you fail to understand the very stream that you set up with your own words and
You know,
eyes
have you
and-
ever had a joke and then it just
Nope.
go way over you that you didn't even see it?
I hear you're not allowed to actually make those anymore.
Don't most things go over you, Pierre?
Oh, he's short.
All right, I'm switching. For
What do I do? Matt,
don't
you're.
know. Oh my god.
Sorry, maybe I didn't think.
That was like the boss
Where are you
room
going?
too,
Oh.
and that just walks right across. I can't believe you've done this.
Matt, have
believe.
some
common courtesy
I have to do the whole thing again.
You gotta do it all. You gotta do all 4 rooms again.
Dude, there's levers. There's levers on it. Have you never sat in an office chair before?
Wait, how come you have to do it all over again?
Because I
Matt.
died after getting the key, and it resets all
Have
of
you
the red
ever
coins.
sat in a chair with wheels?
So, Matt's stupid butt.
Matt,
That's breaking everything.
My
answer
heart.
my question. Have you ever sat in an office chair before? Do you not know that there's levers that like make it go up and down and let you lean? You can lean
Matt,
back.
hold on,
You
let
can
me-
even there's even a lever where you just move the back, not the whole chair.
Can I
itself.
interject here?
I
for a
never
moment?
knew that office chairs could recline. I knew that you could make them go up and down. I didn't know that they could recline. That's game changing.
You see,
What do you mean?
the office chair is in the Switch controller, so he doesn't understand.
Were you frozen from a? Were you unfrozen from a block of ice 2 years ago? Like, how do you not know that an office chair can recline? Have you never watched PewDiePie before?
Well, that's
different. hate That's you, a Boom gaming Boom.
chair. Those cost $700.
It's $3.99 actually,
Matt, what were the
I
magnets
hate
like?
that you know.
or it's no. Is it $2.99 or
was
$3.99?
$3.99.
It's $3.99 in the U.S. It's like $4.30.
What do you?
The anime.
Can't wait for the office chair Pokemon to be unveiled.
Oh, it's gonna happen one day. Actually, Rotom pretty much covered all bases for any kind of like human object.
Yeah, while you were playing the
What
bosses.
about Poltegeist?
What now?
Poltegeist.
Oh,
Matt-
is that the teacup?
Hey Matt, I
Yeah.
noticed you went in the bathroom just now. Just a heads up, you can flush the toilet. Did you know that?
That's actually DLC in this household.
Dang.
No, it's a joke because you didn't know that the office
is the
chair
last run.
reclines. I thought you didn't know that toilets flush as well.
Eric was gonna beat this level with pizzazz, but nope.
No, I'm just sad.
I would be too.
You ruined it.
You like he
Game
entered
over,
the
man.
boss room and you were like, "Excuse me, pardon me."
You literally put your big butt in my way,
Excuse
and
me.
that's all I saw.
This is this is an illegal run.
I like big
Did
butts
I
and you
couldn't hear
cannot
'cause
lie.
There's other talking pair.
What's
I said
illegal?
cut it.
Does this make you happy?
Yeah,
Give it a like.
good. The ref is happy.
You're supposed
no
to
yellow
like
card.
that.
I like.
I don't like
big
anything.
Butts and I cannot lie.
Peter's
Other
ruined my
boys can't
existence.
lie.
It's Fable's level.
I don't care about you, Peter.
That was a very good level, Fables.
Yeah,
no,
thank
that
you,
was
Fables.
Miner's level we just played.
Miners
Thank
level.
you, Miner.
What's going on? What are we doing?
I gotta go back and like it.
I'm gonna sue you, Peter.
For what?
I don't know.
Defamation.
This is the second time we said this is Fable's level. You guys need
This
to-
is Fable's level.
Whose level is
Did
this?
anyone
is
play the
Miner's
Fable
level.
games?
Oh,
I played Fable 3.
How was that one?
Charlie.
I enjoyed it. Some people didn't like it
Why?
because I think they played the first
Hotel.
Yankee Hotel.
Yankee. 25 Bravo.
Peter, are you sure that wasn't you? The why?
Marvin. Peter. Foxtrot.
Marvin
two.
Peter.
Marvin Peter Foxtrot.
Yeah.
Why as in you?
Mike Papa.
So can Matt
Foxtrot.
play this level? Because apparently we need to roast whoever's playing the
Yeah,
level.
Fable
All right,
says we
Matt.
get-
You know what?
No,
Oh, I
I'll
didn't even-
roast it. I haven't
All
played
right,
it. yet.
Evan's gonna roast.
we're gonna.
Or
No.
Jack can play it.
Sit back down, Matt.
What's to say? What's going on with
Stand
Evan's
up.
face?
Dante's.
Oh,
I'll play. All right, Dante. Let's see what you got for me.
What was
Wait, did that say E-Team on it?
Yo, there's ghosts.
I
spooky
honestly
ghosts.
thought that first one was just gonna have ghosts come out of it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, here we go.
Well,
Oh, Evan. Ugh. Wait, who's playing? It's Jack.
Use your eyes, Peter.
Okay, they're on my Amazon wish list. Okay.
Your eyes?
Yeah.
I messed it up
You,
already.
Eyes.
you mean you don't have eyes?
No,
These
I do. I
eyes?
just want some like better eyes. It's
Cry
like the
every
Elite
night?
controller.
Do they cry every night for you? Peter?
Oh, do you
How
need
do
to like get
you-
hit, and then that'll create a frame to go through the door?
Surely not, right?
Unless there's a hidden block.
I wouldn't think so.
There
has
has
to
to be
block.
hidden
Yeah, you gotta
wall.
hit the hidden block.
Hit a wall. Yeah. there you
There
go.
they are.
For some reason, I thought I could just go indoors like while in midair.
Toad cannot look up while in the air. Apparently.
No.
Idiot.
Like a dog.
Thanks, Chuck.
They say dogs can't look straight up.
Damn, Shuckle.
Chuckle's like the devil on our shoulder.
Do you
Listen,
not know?
Dogs just have to sit down, dude.
I messed it up.
But can a dog look straight up?
Was it the
Yeah, it
Joy-Con,
sits down.
The grips.
Oh yeah, you know.
Yeah,
there's some.
Drift.
Can a dog cook a 4-course meal though?
Yeah.
I bet I can find a video of a
Snoop
dog
Dogg?
cooking.
Have you seen his cooking show with Martha Stewart?
It's true.
And one of them has been to jail, and the other hasn't.
Why would you think one of them's gone to jail? Evan?
What did Martha
Because
Stewart
that was
do?
literally what. That was literally their joke that they said for
Yeah.
the cookie show.
Dang it!
You stop! Get out of here, man.
You get
You're
out
the
of
worst
here.
kind of person.
You're you.
Thanks, Spider.
You. What's with those balls on your head? I don't know.
What?
Just trying to get him back. No, there's balls on your head, dude.
You literally
What are
sounded
those?
like what was it, Jeb Bush or something? Where he's like,
Oh, there it
clap."
is.
Please clap.
Please clap.
Pity laugh at
What
least.
is that hat though? What does that mean? Is it the
It's
lunar phase?
Half Moon Run. It's their like,
Vine.
but
here.
yeah, it's lunar.
Okay. What's Half Moon Run?
Ooh.
A band.
Ah,
Like it-
I see. I see.
You can go up to secrets.
What indie alternative ish? I don't know if they're indie anymore.
I will regret every day for the rest of my life not getting to go to
Hold up. That comment
Oh, he
needs to
got
go.
you.
You got me.
What? You didn't get to go to Half Moon Run either?
I only got into Half Moon Run like years after these guys were listening.
It's okay.
So
We can go to Half Moon Run. They're in town tomorrow.
They actually, I think they are
Hold
actually
up.
around. sometime
talking
in
about-
town soon?
The Vine here comment.
Okay.
this is supposed to be a puzzle.
We're actually just that good.
It's supposed to be the clock is supposed to.
Vine here.
Yeah, literally, it's just here it is. But it's supposed to be the clock is what.
Fables, you can turn it off.
Yeah, you can.
Oh hey, I'll take that.
I don't know how
So-
you do that, but yeah, you
I
can
hope
do
there's
it.
more comments.
You
like
could
that.
if you press start, I think you can turn off comments as well.
No, but the creator can.
Yeah.
Can do something. It's like where you have to beat the level in order to.
I want to know what. Oh,
It's
I
in
did it, boys.
Japanese too.
okay. I don't
Do a fly over to the other block and see if it's. Oh,
like what
nothing.
other block.
that's good. It's exactly what I
That's
thought.
where I just came out of.
Ah. Well, if you like up, like there's that little adjacent. Can you go up that pipe?
I just don't know how to get up there.
Well, it's got that little adjacent. Like you got the
What adjacent thing?
like you got the purple
It's like a
background, and then you got a
platform.
little stick sticking out of the.
Yeah, that's like an actual platform.
Yeah, you can stand. on it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You just gotta fly up.
I must fly.
Come fly with me.
Let's fly away.
I wanted that.
Peter, is the stream still doing that thing?
Stutters?
I don't know why it is,
Stutter
It's
stream.
going to be a.
but it requires
Oh.
us to shut down the stream, and it's not that bad. No one's complained about it.
Wonder if that's like the Elgato or just like the.
I think it's
Is there a way
the
to like
Elgato.
get more air out of these bad boys?
Yeah,
Jared
do a
had
bit
the
of a
exact
run.
same problem.
Sorry?
when we
Do a
were
bit of a
playing
run from the
Minecraft.
left side.
No, if you hold A, you'll go higher.
Minecraft is the most influential game of the decade.
The decade.
Decade.
I would say.
Decade.
Hey, the year is
I'm
coming
guessing
to
you
an
probably have
end,
to go
isn't it?
back through that door.
Sometime
and
soon, the decade's coming to an end.
Activate the
Yes.
thing.
Very
Indeed it
topical.
Yeah.
What
Is that very topical?
was Minecraft the most influential game of the 2010s?
Does Bruno Mars?
Did it
is
come
gay?
out in 2010?
It came out. I think the alpha came out in 2010. Beta was 2011.
No, I was playing Minesweeper.
Mine school.
I love
I
mine.
wish I got accepted to mine school.
All right, so that's not it.
No, Matt, you were playing Minecraft in grade 9, and that was 2011. Yeah, checkmate, boy.
We
No,
We were in-
I think
we
the
started
earliest
grade
I was
9 in
playing it was
2010.
grade 8.
Yeah, but
then
grade-
I realized
yeah.
that was 2010.
I think
so
I
will
think
be
Minecraft
quiet.
might have come out in like 2009. For
Google says
originally.
2010.
Google says.
There you go. Look at that.
Is Shuckle right?
And I think I saw in like a Polygon article, Notch within like just from the alpha got 600,000 pounds. And
That's a lot of
he
weight.
ended up selling the company for 2.5 billion.
Quite a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
money.
I don't know what to do here, boys.
Do you think he'd be
wow.
making
if
more
you do
money now?
a sprint
still,
jump
if
from
you
the
kept
far
on with
left
it?
and like hold A, do you think you can
It's
get
hard
up
to
on the
say because
platform?
Microsoft has like the marketing
and like if
power.
you sprint and then just
Right
hold A
around
through
it.
both of them.
I don't think there's enough time to.
I think you
I
might.
feel like
I
there's
think-
got to be like
I think there's something.
there's
there.
probably something around.
I think like we can assume that the
Ah,
beta is like
gosh
the
dang
beginning
it.
of
It's that little
Minecraft.
mushroom.
So, mushy mush.
So I guess like the thing about this level is you gotta pay attention to like the
Yo,
background.
Shuckle, get out of here with that.
Okay, Zoomer.
What is
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, the beta was sweet,
Please.
man.
Peter, are you defending the boomers?
I'm saying don't call me a boomer. I'm not a boomer.
We're moomers.
No.
No, we're not. We've been
Moo.
through this. We're zoomers.
No, we're not. We're moomers.
We're zoomers. I'll kill
Do you have to run? Like, can
We're
you run
moomers.
on the top
No,
of
we're
it?
not. We're not millennials.
Yes,
Yes,
we are.
We are millennials.
No,
You just
we
gotta wait.
aren't.
Yes, we are.
Okay, I mean, I will stop this argument now. Like, I believe we're zoomers. You guys believe we're millennials. Both of us are just as wrong because
Oh,
literally
that's
the
so
internet is still
rude.
divided as to what the specific date is.
Okay, but the Pew Research Center is not, and the Pew Research Center says
Pew-
1996 is the final year of millennials.
The Pew Research Center? What the hell is the Pew?
PewDiePie's research.
Pew News, haven't
How
you
is
heard?
how is a research center
No,
right
Pew
about
Research
something
Center-
that's an objective thing that hasn't actually been defined yet by anybody, or no one's agreed on it. That's just saying like one source is just above all the other sources that are saying other
You need to
things.
find some sort of way to turn that block on.
Some things say 1995. Some say 1998. Some things even say 2001.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so many different things saying whatever is out there. But so it's all down to personal belief. I'm a Zoomer, personally.
What if you just jump straight up?
I
from
believe
there?
I
I
identify
think
as a Zoomer.
being a
I tried
millennial is also like partially a mindset, and I think having that like
What is the millennial
nihilistic,
mindset?
just existential dread would make you a millennial, and I got that.
You seem pretty happy about that.
Dude, millennials
Oh, yeah.
are like 30. They don't.
yeah, that's how generations work.
We're running out of time.
I don't know. Like they're just like in a completely different life than us. Like we're
What?
still in our young 20s.
Yeah, the baby boom
young
lasted from
20s.
1946 to 1964.
60. Yeah, 64 or 65 or something.
That's a lot of
But-
boomers.
It's a lot of boomers. It's a lot.
Next
of
level's Minecraft themed. Yo,
Man,
Whoa.
this is a cool level, but like I don't know what to do. So
There's
probably like
there's got to be invisible blocks in the middle there, so you just got to jump and hit them.
maybe it has something to do.
Run and
no.
jump. They got to be in the middle there. You just got to get speed.
But you gotta sing. Oh, come on, Shuckle.
Oh, can't you spin jump too?
So
Not
way
in this
back in
Mario.
the mine.
well, you can
Oh,
spin
you-
jump. It just
you
doesn't
do-
really do much.
Can you in this Mario?
Wait, is there an invisible block on top of that one? If
I
you
tried.
jump up,
I tried.
well, you could probably, if you get the right speed, you could probably make the jump. But you'd have to start your speed from like the bottom.
The bottom.
That's a lot of
I
speed.
also have 28 seconds. So
It's not many seconds.
There's not very many seconds.
well, you know what?
It's
It was
less
a good
than
level.
29.
Wait, those blue blocks. Where's the blue block?
We don't
Shuckle,
know.
we have timers. Don't you worry.
No, it hasn't. Shucks.
Back it up. Pack
Move
it
it
up.
along.
All right, it's been 10 minutes. Pack it up.
Oh, right at the last second, eh?
Well,
Wow.
an excellent level.
I like it.
Oh.
Here you go, you zoomer.
Good memes.
Time for the Zoomer to play some Zoomer games.
I'm also going to pull up what the Pew Research Center is, so Evan can see
63
that they are
grandma.
a very reputable organization.
Yeah, but just because you're a reputable organization doesn't mean like. Let me think about this sentence
63
quickly.
grandma.
Yeah, please do.
63 grandma?
Grandma.
What does Wikipedia say?
Robert
1981 to
Downey Ford.
1996. A
Romeo
widely accepted
Delta Foxtrot,
definition.
3
Oh, 4.
Logitech grandma.
Lima.
Millennials are sometimes referred to as echo boomers.
Oh,
What does that mean?
Are we
we
agreeing?
just go around like,
oh, this is the revenge song too.
That's kind of true. Okay, boomer. Did you
Boomer,
guys
boomer,
see it? I
boomer.
think it was like a Brazilian, like 25-year-old
Captain Sparkles.
lawmaker. She was doing some sort of court speech,
Creeper.
and one of the members of the parliament or whatever just started heckling her in
Oh,
the middle of her
yeah,
thing.
it-
She's just like, "Okay, boomer,"
Yeah, I
kept
saw
going
that.
on, like nothing. The dude beside her was just like,
Yeah, I saw that.
This is sick, boys.
"Creeper."
Are we gonna get copyrighted?
Side to side.
Sing. I don't think we can.
Yeah, I don't know the lyrics.
should I pull it up?
I used to know the lyrics, but I forget them completely.
Oh,
That's
that's
sick.
how I remember it.
That's sick, Shuckle.
That is really well done.
See, boys,
long did
I
that
can
take?
beat a level in under 10 minutes.
I beat a level.
So good.
Well done.
Okay, but here's like it may be a reputable source, but when it's something like this where literally they haven't actually agreed, no one's agreed on it because everyone has a different idea of what it is. So many different institutes have said this is the definitive one, and then another one's like, well, we said this is the definitive like explanation. Another one's like, no, it's this one. Like, how does a
Can you-
research center
can you-
then be like, well, you know what? We're a reputable source and we say it's this. So we're the defining
Okay,
thing.
which is fine to like
just
say,
very-
but here's the thing: what other institutions do you know of that have actually tried to define millennialism? Because this is the only one that I know of.
Well, just like there's tons out there. Like I'm not saying like
That-
there's just like you you literally Google stuff and you'll find on any website. It's like, oh well, this.
Oh, so
says
we're asking
this.
for
This says
BuzzFeed's
this.
opinion over the Pew Research
I mean, you could say
Center?
the same thing
I-
about
did I-
anti-vaxxers.
Like why? Like, first of all, nice straw man. Second of all, like I like they're getting it from somewhere. Like
Excuse
all
me?
this information's out there. How is like one place be like, this is it? You can't say anything else about it.
They didn't say you can't say anything else about it. They
Well, that's
just-
what you're saying.
right?
Yep. You're saying, well, it's Pew News. It's reputable.
Bravo,
What?
Charlie.
I don't understand why you're fighting me on this so
No,
much.
I'm just saying, like, it's like
Do you not know what the Pew Research Center is?
clearly I don't, but I'm just saying, like, it's opinionated. A
The
research
Pew
center can't be
Research
right about
Center
it.
is a nonpartisan American think tank referring to itself as a fact tank based in Washington, D.C. It provides information on social issues, public opinion, and demographic trends shaping the United States and the world. It also conducts public opinion polling, demographic research, media content analysis, and other empirical social science research. The Pew Research Center does not take policy positions and is a subsidiary of the Pew Charitable Trusts.
Okay. So. Okay.
Well, all right. That's that.
I still like don't think that they can like because like yeah
I
sure they
still
do
think vaccines cause autism.
they take public opinion into the account.
Please
Okay,
don't.
but that's but Eric, that's something that's like objectively
What are you doing here?
wrong, right? Like
Yeah.
science has proven it. This is literally an opinion-based thing. Like sure they might have gone out and gotten public opinion on it and taken polls and they might have put all that together and been like, "Oh yeah, so like, you know, 80% of people think it should be this."
So
but
hang
that
on.
doesn't mean it should be that.
Are you just so your argument is that all sociology is fake?
Hey, thanks for the
No,
likes,
my
guys.
argument isn't that, Jack. It's just that it's been so like we're not far enough away to see the effects that actually divide the generation up perfectly to have a definitive answer. So you can't say that there is a definitive answer right now. In 20 years, there's going to be a definitive answer of when the millennials
I gotta
ended
wait 20
because there's going
years
to be
for this
enough
answer?
research and enough evidence out there to show how how a certain generation within a certain time span affected the world versus another. That's how they've defined these things so far. Like we're not far enough away, so you can't define it perfectly. That's why
my
we're
favorite Mario Maker topic.
I don't think that's true because I bet they defined the baby boom like as early as like 1950.
They might have defined it, but they didn't have a definitive answer for it. And how can they define it if they didn't have an end date for it? If boomers are done at 64 or 65, like they can define a start date, but they don't know end date right now. I guess you're right. Never mind. That's
1964 from what I've read.
yeah, but you said that they defined it in 1950. That's all.
I don't know. I don't know when they defined it.
I'm just saying, like, there's not like the way. I don't know how they why they choose certain time ranges, but all I know is I feel like there hasn't been enough research for them to be definitive about it, and that's why there is no definitive answer out there for it.
Yeah, as Shuckle says, I think
He wants us to talk about his generation, the Zoomers. So, Shuckle, what do you think about your Zoomers?
nice level.
That was fun.
Saint
though.
Atlantis.
TikTok, am I right?
I remember when it was magically or
Delicious.
Musically,
musically, magically.
Apparently you don't, Peter.
I remember when it was Vine. I remember when it was magically delicious.
Didn't find there was a Yoshi.
That's one thing I've heard some people say. It's like TikTok has officially become better than Vine. It's
Did we
like
just lose
all I can
Streamlabs?
think of
Zero.
is
yeah, Streamlabs is down.
Streamlabs.
It's
all I
because
can think
opened it
of
over
is
here, I
that one
guess.
thing from the
0,
Harry
7,
Potter.
2? You want to play the game or not?
You can wait a second. I was talking.
Yep, everything's gonna stop.
You don't just start talking. And, you know what? Fine. No, don't get it.
HDX. 3 kg.
You suck, Peter.
I allow you to speak, Eric.
Fuck you.
Yikes. Minor. You're up.
Haunting Trials.
Haunting Trails
072.
072.
Da-da-da-da.
Finding Yoshi is hard.
Is that what we're doing?
No, that
No,
was a
the-
lot. I missed it, Yoshi.
Haunting. Okay.
Yoshi.
What is this?
You could go back through the door and get your Yoshi.
Evan, I got a question for you. Because I got into it, like, not even a argument.
Drayton, please don't.
But like a semi, like, heated
disgusting.
exchange. I
Mhm.
wouldn't even call it really an exchange. What do you think of time and daylight savings? Is it meaningless?
I'm sure it had a meaning at some point. Otherwise, we wouldn't have it.
It
I
did.
don't
It like
know.
was
It just-
back.
I
It was
don't-
for.
yeah.
Aren't we
I think
one of the
it was
only
war
places?
agriculture.
No, I was literally just so like farmers had more
Yeah.
daylight to work in, and still be able to like go to the doctor or something. I don't know, but like at a decent hour. I don't know. I think it's pointless now. Like,
What?
Daylight savings? Like, sure, I like getting an hour in the winter, but like, I mean, now it's dark at 5. Like, who cares? Like, just keep it off or on.
Why
Whatever
don't
it
we
is.
explain what it is for people who don't know? Because aren't we one of the only places that does
No,
that?
I think the state still
The state still
has
does-
it. Europe's.
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't
I'm
know
just
if
thinking of
Europe does it.
Canada.
I don't
I
know.
think our province is the only one that does
Because
it.
remember, there's that scene in National Treasure, the first one where they talked about daylight savings.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I don't know why
Yep.
I remember that.
Hey, it's a quality film. That's why.
Yeah, it's an excellent film.
I remember
Nick
Playing-
Cage at his finest.
Mhm.
Has
opening.
Nick Cage got an Oscar?
I don't know.
Mm.
I don't
I'm
think
on
he
it,
has.
coach.
But I remember playing Pokemon Gold, and the game asked me if daylight savings time was on when I started. And I'm like, what the heck? What is this? And I asked my mom, and she was like, I don't know if it's on or not.
Thanks. That doesn't help.
Like, what does it mean?
Thanks, Mom.
Well, the reason I ask is that like the exchange, I'll read it out to you here. It was between a person that we all know that
60 Forest says not every state does daylight savings. Thanks, 60 Forest.
Yeah, thank you.
Don't know who you are, but thank you for joining in on the stream.
Yeah.
Welcome. It's good to have you.
Frick.
Saskatchewan's like that too. They don't.
So
what's,
much.
what's the word? They don't.
knowledge.
Lots of
Oh,
knowledge.
I see. The blue square is where you are in the map.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's really cool.
me- I like it.
That is
Anyway,
cool.
I
the
like
person that I had this exchange with was part of the mug fiasco a couple years ago, without
Ah.
giving names.
Okay.
So I sent a picture of my dog. 'Cause
Without
my dog,
naming names.
my dog was confused because of daylight saving. We didn't normally feed him at a certain time, but he was an hour early.
Mhm.
So he was like, "Where's my food? Let's go." I'm like, "You don't wait an hour."
Let's go.
Because he doesn't have a the concept of time, right?
Yeah.
So I sent that Snapchat to this person, and she replies, "Time is meaningless," and he's correct about that. And I responded in all caps, "We live in a society." And she says, "A fragile one," and I say, "It's time that keeps us together." She's like, "I'm pretty sure that's goods and services. Daylight savings is completely, utterly useless." Like, obviously very passionate about this, and I'm just fooling around. And I reply,
As what usually happens.
"All hail
when
the
you-
mighty Time Lords."
You
That's
always
fine.
get yourself into these scenarios, Grain, where you're just like, I'm just messing around. Oh, all right. They're not.
Right?
So, sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. Could you just tell me the whole thing after the dog again? Just give me the Cliff Notes version because it sounded very funny.
It was I was goofing. Man, how was it go? He's just like, yeah, your dog is right. Time is meaningless. And I was like, we live in a society. And then she said a fragile one, and I was like, all hail the mighty Time Lords.
I
And
think
then she just went
Kronos.
on with a serious debate, and I was like, I'm just gonna not respond now.
If time is fake,
Can I see it?
where did
Later.
the Greeks get
Yeah, I'll show
Kronos
you later.
from? Or the Romans? Or
true.
whoever.
Whoever has
I
Kronos.
think Cronus was a bad guy in Crash Bandicoot, wasn't he?
Probably. This is.
I think it's pointless.
Oh, and then the boss room is the skull on the right.
There's actually like, I mean, you hear it.
Nice.
you'll-
64 stuff.
Whenever, what is it, like April that daylight savings turns on or turns off or whatever the heck happens?
You just turn it on in the settings.
Whenever when
yeah.
we
We
oh
spring
yeah,
forward.
spring
My-
forward.
my,
whenever
my daylight savings
fall back.
faucet is leaking.
they keep saying, I keep hearing like on the radio and everything. Like, I don't know if it's true or not, but they always keep saying whenever you go forward, they're like, oh yeah, heart attack rates go up during daylight savings time, springing forward, and like more car accidents and everything. It's like, are people really that messed up from like losing an hour of sleep? Like, just go to bed earlier. Like,
Ooh,
Are you people really that messed up?
nice.
Oh, hello.
How do you?
Yeah,
Just get in the middle on.
I think if,
Oh,
if there
yeah,
if
yeah.
there really is bad stuff that happens when you spring forward, you may as well just get rid of it. Like, who cares? Does it really change anything in our lives? Do farmers still need the time? No, they got flashlights now.
Do you know what the farmers want, Evan?
Actually,
Are you a representative of the farmers?
I
Do you
am a
read the
representative.
Farmer's Almanac?
I'm a rep.
I don't trust.
My
farmers
dad was a
almanac.
farmer at one point in his life.
What do you farm? Potatoes?
Yeah.
What of it?
You think potato farmers aren't farmers, Peter?
I never said
They're
that.
not.
You think just because a potato seed is just another potato means that it's not really a plant? Peter!
I don't
They
know
had cows too.
what's happening.
When
Potatoes and cows.
And cows.
Yeah.
That's
Did
a
the
weird
cows eat
combo.
the potatoes?
No, Peter. Cows don't eat potatoes.
Well, they could if
potatoes
they
and
wanted
cows
to.
aren't that weird of a combo, unless you're farming them. But on food, they're.
No, yeah, on food, yeah, but he's talking about farming them.
Oh, okay.
And I was
Actually,
like,
they didn't even
Have
need
you played
daylight-
Stardew Valley?
They didn't
You can
even-
definitely do it.
They
yeah,
didn't even
you can
need
do it, but I'm
daylight
just
savings
in,
time.
In real life, it's not normally something you
Are
farm
we
together.
still talking about daylight
Farmers
savings?
don't need more
Stardew Valley is
sunlight.
based on real life.
My logic was that
Stardew Valley. was
farmers
like.
needed more
Mhm.
daylight so that they could farm and go to the doctor. But when my dad dislocated,
So I don't have enough time in the day.
but when my dad dislocated his arm when he was younger on the farm, he just ran as fast as he could into a telephone pole and and got back in. He was good to go.
That's what the Punisher did.
That's what they say to do in the farmer's almanac.
Give him a kiss.
I didn't pick up my copy this year. Maybe I should.
You guys only got another minute and a half to beat this level.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Hurrah.
Eric, does this mean you're bad at Zelda?
Yeah.
Well, how is that connection made?
Because
Yeah.
Peter, look at the map. It's clearly a dungeon.
So
Only Zelda has dungeons.
yeah.
The only
Zelda
game
was like
ever.
the first one to do dungeons, wasn't it?
And
Yeah, I think they
dragons.
even beat dungeon crawlers.
Did they? I don't
No,
know.
they didn't.
Did dungeon crawlers do dungeons first?
I think they did.
There's Hide Light.
What Eric said.
What's Hidelight?
It's a
Like, that
game.
comes from your hide.
I thought the first game that came out before Zelda was like Pong.
Kevin's turning into a real dad, laughing at his jokes and stuff.
Have you seen?
I don't know why we're like making comments and arguing about what generation we are, because I think Evan fits right in with the boomers.
Big boomer. I got a big boomer brain too to go with my big
Yee.
boomer.
Silence, boomer.
Get wrecked economy.
To make for all the children you have.
Listen, if anything,
Gooch.
Yeah.
us boomers are actually just we didn't destroy
You
the
just
we didn't
joined
destroy
in on that train real fast.
we
Yeah,
didn't
boomer.
destroy the environment. We created the renewables industry.
You have a key. Can't you not go through?
I feel like I have to kill him, but I don't know. I'm out of here.
You
We're
guys,
ready.
so I was just scrolling through Twitter and I found something very exciting. It got leaked a while ago and I didn't
Oh,
really look,
I guess
but I
you do
just
have
so
to-
happened to open it and
you
take a
just
thorough
wait.
look.
There's another
The
door through here.
updated Sonic movie design looks so good. It's leaked, but it looks like it's been leaked on like multiple sources.
If you go down to the bottom
Yeah,
right, there
but,
was
like,
a door you couldn't go through.
I've
You
seen
needed all
that
of
and
the
it
key
looks the
coins.
same. It
I don't
literally
have
just
the key now though.
looks fake
I had to
because
use the key to
it
get
looks
in that one
exactly
room.
like Sonic.
Hmm.
Maybe you do
So
have
that
to
can't
defeat
be
the guy.
real.
You just went through that other door for the checkpoint, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to throw it back, Nick Cage, he has won an Oscar.
Hey, for what?
1996, Best Actor in a Leading Role, Leaving Las Vegas.
Face off.
Oh, okay.
Face
I didn't
off.
know he was in that movie.
I guess. Apparently, he's the best
He was-
actor.
He was the leading role, according to the Oscars.
Wait, the main boss is the bottom right.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a mini boss.
Seems like it's a hard boss or something. Look at this.
You know what? Sometimes
you
small
die, Eric?
things can also be tough, you know.
No, I didn't die. I just went through this door.
Yo!
now over.
that was a
that
trap.
was your last time.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is pretty cool though.
That is really
It
cool.
was cool.
I think
Like
Boomers
like
did
that was mine.
Whole society.
To whoever.
All right, Flash
You and my
Hall, you're
sweaty
still
hands.
here. We're doing your level.
sounds bad as Matt.
0, Foxtrot, Wyatt.
Hey, Shuckle, do you like solar panels? You can thank the boomers for that.
I mean, it is fun to rail on boomers a little bit, but they also did a lot of good things.
Silence, Charlie,
Te- technically
silence.
speaking,
Silence,
It's-
Charlie, silence. Sierra, Peter.
Grandma, the front.
silence,
But
boomer.
millennials killed the beer industry. They killed every industry ever.
Oh, whatever. The millennial.
Oh, it's 0
The
FW.
millennials did wonders for
Sorry.
the craft beer industry, which is more important.
It was just like that one. The article that was like, the OK
Silence,
Boomer is
Charlie.
the end of friendly generational relations. It's like,
GT.
okay,
That
that
was the line.
That was too far.
Flash
We-
Hall.
we
That's
cro-
like when
we
you
crossed the line.
That's like when your parents like swear around in the house like constantly, and then you swear once, and they're like, "What are you doing?"
Oh, I didn't know we were playing that
I
game.
didn't know this was a swearing house now.
Oh, I was probably supposed to hit that, wasn't I?
I'm digging this so far. I like it.
Ride that
Oh.
boomer.
Lightbot's having none of it, Chuckle. I don't know what that's about.
Do you think Baby Bowser tells Bowser, says to Bowser, "Okay, boomer," at any point? Like,
I hope not.
Baby Bowser, we're gonna go steal Princess Peach again. Okay, boomer. I'm going for Baby Peach.
It's like, no, I'm Bowser. Boomer's your uncle.
Oh yeah. Oh, good. Good.
You see that, Evan? Chuckles like, Shuckles, because there's way too many digits at the end of the last code. That's why.
I like how in Leet Speak, Shuckle's last code is like, suck my bay.
I mean, all right, if that's the kind of stuff you're into.
All right, we can make it work.
All right. Oh, I didn't start the timer. Darn it. Gosh darn it.
Dang, flab it, Miley.
Dang, flab it, Miley. Miley Ray Stewart. The best episode was when Billy Ray
Where are you
tells
going?
Jackson to wear sunscreen,
Um,
and he doesn't.
mm.
He goes back looking like a lobster, and then he like tries to hide it. Billy Ray's like, "Boy, now you put sunscreen on, right?" And Jackson's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, good," and he just slops him back. He's like,
Then he covers his face and
You're gonna
paint for football.
love Disney Plus, Evan. Getting all of Hannah Montana back.
He's gonna cancel his Netflix subscription for sure. Have you watched BoJack yet, Evan?
"No, I haven't yet. I'm still on
What am
Avatar
I doing?
actually.
That was
Ah.
silly.
I'm book 2. They just got to Boss
Sing Say. There is no war in Boss Sing Say.
There is no war. Kind of creepy, actually. That whole
It's a great
this whole
arc.
plot line that's started. I'm just there. They just got pretty much told that they're not allowed to talk about the war. So
Why are you
And then
talking
their-
about the
and then
war?
Their assistant got replaced, and then that was the end of the episode.
Judy,
I knew
the
something
Earth
was
King
up.
wants you at Lake Laogai.
Oh, I don't think I've gotten there yet.
Oh.
No, I knew something was wrong. I knew something was wrong when she kept shaking her head no and smiling, which is exactly what they want you to know. Something was wrong.
It was a
I
show
picked
for
up on
children.
this children's.
Yeah.
Oh,
God,
You know,
I
I don't-
love
I-
Avatar.
I really like. I have a hard time with this show because, like, with particularly Sokka, because like he's such just like. He's so mean. I wish I could swear because I'd be able to describe him better. But he's just a very bad person. But then,
Is he,
like,
though?
he is. He like.
his character arc is
I mean,
pretty big.
I think it's because of the age that the show was made in. Like, he's very like like the male archetype where like he can get away with anything,
Archetype, good word.
but still like get the girl no matter what he does. You know,
That's
Like arrogant.
even
Yeah.
if he treats them like they're nothing but an object, but then it's like. Oh, like he literally just told her like, "Stop talking," and then they kiss passionately, and it's like, okay, boomers.
My God.
Oh, I did a dumb.
That was almost a double death.
I did
Yeah.
a dumb.
You know, you're making progress though. You're learning.
that's part of his character arc, though. I really like Sokka though.
I do too. I'm just torn by those moments, especially
Sure.
his interactions with girls that he likes are like difficult for me. I'm like,
Can relate.
no, it's just like he's just like it's some of them like very because there are points in the show where he's just straight up like sexist.
Yeah, that part of the casual sexism is kind of part of his character arc.
Yeah.
in a way. Everyone in the show has great character arcs. You know, they go through their own things, and God, such an incredible show. Avatar is my favorite show.
Except for Mimu. That's the bat's name, right?
the lemur.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Me-
Nemo.
Nemo.
Yeah.
Lemur.
Nemo.
He is
Nemo?
a crap character.
Finding Nemo.
What did I say? I said Mimo or something. I don't know. I don't remember his name.
You say like Mimu or something.
Mimu.
I
think it is Mimu,
I can't
though.
think of it
Well,
right
now
now.
that you guys have forgotten, and I can't think of the lemur's name.
The only show I could say that would compare to that I've watched
Momo.
is
Momo.
like
There we go.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I know it's like, you know, like Japanese anime and Avatar kind of mimics
Oh,
is like
shite.
American anime almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was still. I think most of the Avatar was still animated in South Korea
Okay.
or Japan. At least I know Korra was. Korra,
Okay.
Korra is good, but it's
Oops.
not as good as Avatar. But I digress.
But I really liked Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
That was really
you
good.
would love Avatar. You should honestly watch it.
I watched some of it and then just started fell out of it because it was. I just do that a lot.
That's fair.
But like, it's not necessarily a character arc in Brotherhood, but it's something that just like an attention to detail that I really like. There's early on, I think in the first like part of the series, like the first 4 episodes, Edward Elric gets like a cut on his cheek or something, like a pretty significant cut. Throughout the entirety of the rest of the show, that cut is there, and like you can see it like scar over almost. And like the last scene, you can still see like a little piece of that cut on his cheek. And you're like, oh, that's cool.
That is nice.
And there's like a side by side I saw of like Edward's a really short character, and it is Winry, like his love interest, like waifu type girl. In the beginning of the series, she's like an inch shorter than her or something, but like after a year or so has gone by, he's had like a growth spurt, and there's like a side by side comparison where like he's a foot taller than her after.
I like it when they animate that kind of stuff where
Yeah.
they keep characters consistent and actually show change and stuff like that.
Like it's a real world.
Yeah. Here's a question:
That's been going back.
Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. There's no point in watching the regular Full Metal Alchemist anymore now that Brotherhood exists.
Not really.
That's pretty. I've heard everyone just likes
because
Brotherhood more.
I mean,
I haven't watched the original.
I have every intention of watching one of the two at some point, but from what I understand, it's just worth it. Just watch Brotherhood is what I've been told.
I watched the original before I watched Brotherhood, and it's not bad or anything. Brotherhood's just better in a lot of different ways.
See, I couldn't get into Brotherhood
No?
because I feel like it goes through like some of the like the first season or whatever you would call it, like the first volume. Is that how that works?
It's like
I
first part.
The first
Yeah.
part of Full Metal Alchemist, like I think that it's done a lot better story wise in like the original series. Like the ending is definitely like poo for the original series. Like I never watched Brotherhood past like the first part, but like the whole like dog thing and everything, I feel like it hits way harder in the original series because I watched it on both, and maybe it's because that was the first one I watched.
Yeah.
But it feels like it just kind of rushed through in Brotherhood. I feel like that whole first part is all rushed through. You know?
I don't, because I think they only spent 1 episode on both series, like with that little plot.
Because yeah, the Chimera dog thing that gets like a whole episode at least to kind of deal with that plot line.
Yeah, I guess I mean I haven't watched it in like years. So
Yeah.
I guess I should use Brotherhood to get used to the story. But I did like the original Brotherhood or the original Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I watched. It was the only one I watched, other than like the first bit of Brotherhood, and I thought it was great. Except for the end. End sucked. The end sucked hard.
The end for Brotherhood was good from what I remember. It's been a long time since I saw it.
The original goes in a completely different direction
Oh, yeah.
plot-wise, too.
Yeah, that's what I hear about like Brotherhood's like a different plot.
Yeah.
Like the end of the original is so crazy.
It just goes in such a like different direction.
Like actual like funny crazy. Or
No, it's just like
just stupid as hell.
like he gets like spoiler alert if anyone is wanting to go watch the original one. But for some reason, I guess now you should just go watch Brotherhood. I'm gonna spoil this one.
Well, yeah, you're about to
But-
spoil the original for me, so.
Do you mind? Like, does anyone
I-
mind?
I won't. I had no plans of
There's-
watching
Well,
it.
how much will I get of like the overall story if you just tell me like the ending?
No,
Like,
I'm just
will I
telling you
understand things?
exact. I'm just telling you like a small section of the ending.
And will it still sound crazy to me even though I have never seen an episode of Full Metal
It
Alchemist?
might not. It
Full
might just
Metal
because it's
Alchemist.
kind of like I don't know. Anyways, what happens is like at the very end of it, like pretty much. What's the main character's name? Aaron.
Edward Elric.
Edward.
Aaron.
Edward Elric.
Edward.
Edward.
Oh, I
Edward gets
goofed it. I goofed
Edward
it.
gets
No.
transported to like the real world. And then he's riding like a blimp in the real world.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
What?
"Yo, what's happening?" And then he's trying to get back to like the Full Metal Alchemist.
They
world.
weren't-
And that's where they end it. And it's like, "What?"
They weren't. You mean they weren't in the real world the entire time?
No, like he comes to like the human
The
world,
human-
like
like-
our world.
And he rides a blimp.
And then he rides a blimp because I guess like they don't really have technology. It's like because we don't have alchemy, we get technology, and because they have alchemy, they don't get technology.
They literally ride a train.
Yeah, but not blimps. Not blimps. They can't fly.
Flying's out of the question.
Because
Also,
he's like writing a letter, being like, "I'll get back to you, brother. This world is weird. I'm on a flying thing. We never had those in our world."
Do you want to know what our most advanced piece
No.
of technology is? It's a balloon. It's a big balloon. Oh.
Big old balloon. But yeah, that doesn't really spoil much. It's like the very end. That's all.
I can't believe he'd say that.
There's a lot of other stuff that's weird that
Yeah,
And
happens.
small
that's
part now.
just the end of the show. He
That's
gets
the
back.
end. That's
That
the
he
end.
gets
There's
back
no
to-
other.
There's no. it
There's
doesn't, like-
nothing
It
else.
doesn't resolve the plot or anything.
No.
Like that?
Okay, this is the last time.
It's a huge cliffhanger
Wow. Well, thank
and a
you.
pretty disappointing one too.
Evan has saved me from watching the original Full Metal
That was
Alchemist.
a terrible last attempt.
I guess I'll watch.
I really
maybe I'll
like
watch
levels like
Brotherhood
these.
after-
That's
I
my
wanna
whole
watch
life.
BoJack. I gotta watch BoJack. I gotta watch this.
I still have so
It's-
much to watch all the
But,
time.
the new season of BoJack is good, but since it's staggered, you don't have to go through as much. It's only 8
8,
episodes
Tango,
instead
9.
of 12
Wow. What do you mean it's staggered?
because they released the first 8 episodes last week, and they're
Roger
releasing the
Victor
next
one.
8
Oh.
episodes in January.
I thought you
Oh,
were
I
saying
see.
it was just gonna be like an 8-episode season. I was like, I
No.
wonder why it's so
No mom,
short.
grandma.
Well, it's the last season too.
yeah.
Oh, shoot. Dang.
Season finale.
God,
Series finale.
What an incredible show.
Who wants
BoJack
to
has
play
been.
this one?
It's something I want to go through,
I'll
but
do
I've
it.
heard that like it can be a bit of a bummer at times. and I'm
It's
just
a
like, ooh.
super big bummer.
Yeah.
But,
Pretty much the whole show is.
but it's a very funny bummer. It's a very clever bummer. It's
My favorite episode so far has definitely been that monologue episode, because
the funeral one.
yeah, because like it didn't like after about 5 minutes I thought it was gonna cut to something else, and then the whole thing was just like him monologuing.
Yeah, I
Which is
rewatched
pretty
that
good.
episode. Whoops.
Good luck. Have fun.
Oh.
Beep beep.
Oh yeah.
Dang it.
This is 64th level.
Okay.
64.
64st. Please be gentle to our good friend Jack.
Have you donated 60 trees to Team Trees?
Dang it.
Teen Cheese.
I would.
Jared hasn't heard of Team Trees.
Really?
Yeah. On Tuesday they were streaming. Shuckle brought it up, and he was like, "Team Trees." He said confused. And I was
Why would Jared care about trees when all he cares about are rocks?
He can't climb trees as well as rocks.
It's true. It's true.
Have you guys ever heard of Meta Runner?
What?
Nope.
No.
Negative.
Educate us.
Team Trees is at 14,298,000 by the way.
That's really good.
Nice.
Where are they gonna plant all these trees?
He's teamed up with a major organization that's like
They plant trees for a living.
They're planting them like around the world in like
The most
appropriate
areas.
all around
Yeah.
the world.
Hey,
Yeah, I
Different
thought about that
types
first
of
too.
trees,
I'm like,
inappropriate like environments.
yeah. I thought he was gonna plant all of them in like a park. I'm like, that doesn't work.
That's gonna be a big
Well,
park.
His first episode, like, or his first, I guess, his video that he introduces where they do plant trees in like a park. I'm like, isn't someone gonna be mad at their park now? It's just a bunch of trees in it. Like, this is like, the park is gone now. It's just gonna be a forest. I guess that's what you want,
A
right?
forest. I like forest better than parks.
Why don't they have forest parks?
They do. Bonus
Meta
part.
Runner on YouTube.
You know, that's not like there's still open fields. No open fields. Trees close together, but it's still a park. Like I
I
guess
think-
that's a campground.
Yeah.
you can go out into the wilderness and see a bunch of. God dang it!
The
Thanks,
forest
Labbit.
is a playground.
It's true.
It is a park.
Oh, it's a series on YouTube. Oh, interesting.
It's animated.
You know,
The last-
some say that there's two young fellas lost in the woods still.
No, no, they wouldn't.
Lost. I love that. What?
Long jump.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that.
The last animated movie or series, I don't remember if it was a series or a movie I watched, was Mr. Bean.
Interesting.
I think.
Animated?
Yeah, animated. I think that's what it's called.
You can jump.
You
on
mean like
piranha-
Rowan
piranha
Atkinson,
plants.
Mr. Bean?
No.
I can. Since when can you do that in Mario?
I don't know. I
Just
never
in,
thought
like,
of that,
that
but
3D
thank God
world.
we get to see
Oh.
James Dean in a movie again soon.
Who?
I'm pretty sure
James Dean, the one who died in 1955 in
Yeah.
a car crash.
James Dean has been dead longer than my dad has been alive. Like he died.
And what
7
movie is he
years
gonna
before
be
my
in?
He's
dad
gonna
was.
be in some Vietnam movie.
Yeah.
They're gonna completely recreate him using CGI. Because why? Why hire someone who's alive?
Is this real?
It's 100%
look it up here.
real.
Look it up.
What's his name again?
James Dean,
James Dean.
not the porn star.
Oh.
that explains what I'm looking at.
Just go to like news or something.
Why are they
It'll
gonna,
pop
why are they
up.
gonna bring this poor man back from the dead?
Yeah, he's not here to advocate.
It's
for himself.
extremely disrespectful, I think, to do that.
Incredible, Yeah.
Isn't there a huge like controversy or argument going around about Carrie Fisher being used in Star Wars?
Yeah, don't they have? I'm pretty sure they had to pretty much CGI her completely in the new movie.
I'm sure, but her family is still around to like advocate for her. Like everyone James Dean knew in the 50s, they're probably like not
They long
not
gone.
doing well.
In a home.
Yeah, can you imagine being like part of like James Dean's what's the word again? Estate.
Okay.
And like be like, yeah, so this guy's been dead for like 80 years, 70 years. None of his family's alive still, but we still have his money and we still gotta manage
No, but
it.
see, this Magic City Films, they own the rights to his likeness, so that's all you need.
To his likeness?
They
or
own
to
his likeness.
How did they get his likeness?
I don't know, but they got it.
What is
how,
the
first
point?
off, how can you own the rights to somebody's likeness? How can you own the likeness of a dead man?
Dude, this is literally like.
Do you
a
think I
plot
could?
from BoJack.
I was
Go
gonna
out.
say this is like Black Mirror.
Wait,
Yeah.
This is like, yeah, so the CGI version of you, BoJack, actually did a way better job
Yeah,
than you ever
exactly.
could. So,
James Dean has more than 183,000 followers on Instagram.
but he's dead.
I don't like. I
Still resonates today.
like all the movies he was in.
Didn't
back
Taylor Swift
back
do a
in that
song about
like.
him?
James Dean is like a big cultural icon, partly because he died when he was so young.
And he was just like super attractive.
Yeah, that's kind of his shtick.
It was Killer Bean is what I was thinking of on YouTube.
Oh, Killer Bean?
yeah.
I know Killer Bean.
Green just comes in. It's Killer Bee.
That's
Killer.
that
I had to
still doesn't
clarify.
make sense though. Like you're gonna CGI an actor to play a different character that isn't the actor. Like maybe if it was a Vietnam War movie where it's like,
Hey,
hey,
that's James
there's
Dean.
James
It's-
Dean.
James Dean died before the Vietnam War.
I was gonna bring up like the General Tarkin thing from Rogue One, where it's like
Yeah.
they have
Yeah.
it, but like it's him playing a role he played
Yeah, it's different.
in the like, yeah, it's
Right?
like
They're trying to bring back
Yeah.
the
And you-
character. And they need the actor because, like, you know, they want to stay consistent.
Yeah.
Where this is just like, they're just bringing back the guy to play a different character. They could literally, like, bring back any person and just call them that character.
bring back William Shakespeare, put him in.
Oh man.
Put him in.
William Shakespeare is. This is getting to, like, Futurama levels.
Yeah.
William Shakespeare is
James Dean
William
got
Shakespeare.
Oh.
We went through a lot of candidates to play the role, and we've really found that we had to go to the source.
Yeah.
So we dug up Shakespeare's
it's
grave,
Insomniac.
and we took scans of his skeleton.
William Shakespeare wins Oscar for playing himself 200 or 500 years after his death.
We've brought back King Arthur to play
Oh,
King
Insomniac's
Arthur.
here. When did you get here,
You know
Insomniac?
King Arthur for being
just
King
got
Arthur and playing King Arthur in the movie King Arthur, but now see King Arthur in a movie you've never seen before.
Rush Hour 4. I would watch that though.
I think I might too.
Oh no, that'd be pretty.
That's a
funny,
good thing
actually.
King Arthur's not a real person.
See, that would be like that's like a whole just different thing of comedy you could do though. Like CGI literal historical figures and just have the movie be like literally like Ted and Bill's
Abe
Excellent
Lincoln,
Adventure.
Vampire Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like that wasn't actually Abe Lincoln.
Yeah,
that was an
but
actor.
make it.
we gotta make it Abe Lincoln. This is actually I like this technology. Let's keep using it.
Oh no!
It's like the deep fakes, but more.
Oh god.
Deepfakes are spooky.
This is actually kind of hard.
It looks kind of difficult.
What would be your dream movie? Okay,
Oh,
Game.
I
We're
thought
playing a
you were gonna
game.
ask Something different.
everyone play where everyone come up with a movie with two dead historical figures that Hollywood's making in the next 10 years that you would like to see made in Hollywood. Movie premise with the two. It's got to be or however many dead actors you need.
Next
in it.
Avengers, Adam and Eve. Put him in.
Oh, geez.
So this is
Ga-
going
ga-
in an existing franchise.
Genghis Khan and Marie Antoinette, a forbidden love story.
Nice.
Trying to think of people to put in Brokeback Mountain.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
He's not dead.
No.
They gotta be
Gary
dead.
Busey. Well, Gary Busey's not dead either. But he
Oh,
might
yeah.
as well be.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Have you seen him?
Oh,
Not a
I
happy-looking
I
person.
have.
Who's Gary Busey?
Come on, Evan.
Peter, yeah, okay, Peter's got it.
You'll know him as soon as you see his face.
Gary Busey.
Oh no, Steve Buscemi looks like he should be dead.
Oh man.
Not that guy.
Oh, you just. Oh.
Who are two of my favorite dead people that I would like to see in a movie?
Like, could you imagine the outrage if they were like, we're gonna CGI Robin Williams into like everything he ever did?
Can you imagine, like, Disney brings back Robin Williams to play the genie in the live-action movie? That would be so bad. That would be so bad.
I'm really upset.
Well,
that upset me.
See, like, if it was, like, Disney that was doing this, I bet you'd be more outraged. But because it's just, like, this one company that holds...
There's
James
a
Dean's-
significant bit of outrage. Like Chris
Yeah.
Evans on his Twitter was like, "This is the stupidest thing you can do."
Yeah.
I forget. I'm gonna see exactly what he said.
oh, last attempt.
It's. I mean,
See, I
if
think,
you're taking jobs away from actors
I-
at this point.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of the actors are like, "What?"
like, if you're going to do
What?
it, you should do it where they're literally just playing themselves in the movie, and you're just doing it because you want to see them do something, like, hilarious.
Yeah, this is what Chris Evans said. It's like a response to the article. James Dean, who died in 1955, will return to the screen via CGI using actual footage and photos. He said, "I'm sure he'd be thrilled." Emoji with the looking up.
Yeah.
This is awful. Maybe we can get a computer to paint us a new Picasso or write a couple new John Lennon tunes. The complete lack of understanding here is shameful. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess when it comes to like the art form of it,
Yeah.
it doesn't really like
Yeah.
hit the right notes.
And I also realize that James Dean is like so far flung from our current generation, but like I don't even know what he was really famous for back then. I've never seen any of the movies that made him big.
You should check out his Instagram.
Yeah, it's
probably
and
should.
it's tough for me to sit through some of those old films because they're old. Like they're just so far from the media that I want to consume.
Yeah.
Today.
What's the oldest movie you guys think you've ever seen?
I watched a really famous movie from the 1920s called Metropolis, which is a silent film. I didn't finish it because it was boring. Honestly,
I think for
to
me
be
it was
honest with you.
Citizen Kane.
I got
is that
It's not. It's
number one on all your top 10 Watch
It's-
Mojo lists?
It's
now?
objectively the best movie ever.
Okay, you ready for the code?
it's a
yeah.
sled. It's not that deep.
C6M.
I don't even know what the oldest movie I watched is. I feel like it might be like one of the
PJ4?
older like some of the stuff we watched in, like English class back in high school.
I got
12
I
Angry
remember
Men.
watching Psycho.
yeah, I got two that come to mind.
V?
One is
V.
12 Angry Men, and the other
Oh,
is a
yeah.
streetcar
Victor
named
D.
Desire.
I think mine might
Diablo
be 12 Angry
Grandma.
Men. But that one's actually entertaining to
Mm.
watch.
I also have Casablanca that I haven't watched ever, but I've heard that's like a really
yeah,
good
that's
movie.
really good too. Yeah.
Who's playing the Jump Chronicles?
Guess it's my turn. Actually, you know what movie I really want to watch?
Wow,
Which,
that's
I mean, it's
old.
kind of off topic, like for old movies, but The Greatest Showman. I really want to watch that. The movie
Nice.
with Hugh Jackman,
the
and
musical?
yeah.
I saw it. I didn't like it a ton, but it's not really.
I hear like I've listened to some of the songs from it, and like Hugh Jackman is actually like I know he was in Les Miserables.
this.
Yeah, but he's still. I feel like he's still like a very good singer. Like he sings that like the opera singing.
Yeah, he
Right, that's his style.
he'd be trained for that.
Les Miserables is not an easy production to sing any
Les
song in either.
Miserables. Yeah.
One day more, another day, another destiny. That's a
My
good song.
favorite musical, I think, is Rent.
Rent?
I like Rent. This is one of the first ones I saw, though, so that's why. And I like Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera I really like as well.
I want to see Rent on Broadway. That'd be sweet.
That'd be pretty cool.
I want to see Hamilton. That'd be sick.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, well, good luck with
I want
that.
to see the Book of Mormon.
Book of the Mormon was here last fall. I was gonna go see it, but I didn't.
Next time it comes, Jack, let's go.
Let's do it.
If it
I would
comes.
love to go and see more plays. Actually,
Yeah.
Plays are awesome.
I've
They're
thought
really
about that.
cool.
I
It's
saw
like
the Scarlet Letter a little while ago. That
we
was really good.
actually have like a pretty good theater community in Calgary, like between like all the independent stuff and like Vertigo Theater and stuff like that. And I just don't go see things.
It's expensive. Like my parents, they have Theater Calgary like tickets to go like once a month. They couldn't go one time, or 1 month, so I got the tickets. One ticket is $80.
That sounds about right.
It's hefty.
Yeah. I used to go see
it's the price of a video game.
I
Yeah.
used to go see what is it? Freaking Christmas Angels.
Oh,
Charlie's Angels.
Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol.
Yeah, I used to go see that every year with my cousins and my grandma.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
It's
like,
good.
I feel like they do a really good job
They
of
do.
it.
Yeah,
but
it's
like
very good.
that's like my only real experience with like the theater in recent years.
In the theater.
The theater.
Yeah, I went to Shakespeare in the Park this summer with a friend of ours. And that was good. It was Midsummer Night's Dream, which is not my favorite Shakespeare production, but, you know, it is what it is.
I think I saw King Lear at Shakespeare in the Park.
King Lear would be cool to see.
Was it King Lear? I forget what it was, or was it Macbeth? I don't know. It was still cool. And it wasn't Macbeth. I'm pretty sure it's King Lear. And I remember it was just because it was during the Pokemon Go phase, so
Yeah.
we were all playing Pokemon Go as well.
Oh,
Watching it.
wait, we saw Hamlet together.
Yeah, that's okay. That's what
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, I remember that because we were all playing Pokemon Go, and your parents and like your sister and stuff like that.
Yeah,
There's
that's
like
right.
and there's like Julian and Blake and a few other people, I think.
That was
Yeah, yeah, were you there? Yeah, yeah, it was. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Hamlet.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember which one that was.
Hamlet, Prince of Denmark.
Prince of Denmark.
This is a really cool level.
Yeah, I'm liking it so far.
Didn't you memorize Hamlet's soliloquy for one of
Don't bring that up.
Yeah, I did.
class?
Don't bring it up.
And I failed for it.
What?
Yeah, Dreger failed him.
It's not what he wanted me to do. He didn't want people doing Shakespeare, but he didn't show up for
yeah.
the past 2 months.
He
of
failed. Yeah,
ours.
he failed to mention that when he took his sabbatical.
Oh.
So Eric memorized like a very long monologue in Shakespeare, a very long, famous monologue, and he failed you for it.
Yeah.
Can you
Get
spit some
good.
fire for us? Do you remember it?
Oh no. I don't. I've repressed that memory. It's just anger and sadness.
How long was the sabbatical? Did they like give you the assignment, leave, and come back to
Yeah,
do it
that's
again?
he was
exactly
literally
what he
gone,
did.
for like
Oh.
2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like a sub the whole time.
Yeah.
Different subs
Yeah,
actually.
I remember sometimes like our man Mr. Nesbitt was there
Oh yeah.
because Mr. Nesbitt could actually teach
Yeah.
well.
Yikes.
So I'm, two parents that are teachers. I'm one of those people that acknowledges teachers have a hard job. He was an awful teacher, and he didn't deserve the job. I hope he got fired.
God, that's hard.
that is rough.
Yeah. Painting the wall without like anyone had like.
Having one of his students go to the elementary school and point a fake gun at all the elementary kids.
Having his
that
students
must have been
build a set.
crazy. that was a bad one, He probably got fired for that too.
What about
Whatever.
like literally having us build a set with
For the musical, I was there. I remember he was like, "Everyone in the entire class, get on the riser we just built." I was like, "I'm not getting on that."
You want us to die?
It's like I know how good my carpentry skills are, and I wouldn't get on something I built.
I can't even build a shed.
I was waiting for it.
Peter, how much time do I have still? Okay, don't answer me.
So you guys,
Okay,
you
good, I
have
still
3.5
got time.
minutes. So I actually have a story to tell you guys. It's related to the whole going to children's schools and doing plays thing that Juju made us do. It's guilt that I've been carrying for a very long time, and I think it's time I got it off my chest. Can I tell you guys?
in one of my groups?
You're in a lot.
Can I? Yeah. Can I? Do you want me to get over there and tell it, or do you want me to just do it from here?
I mean, it's up to you.
Is it the fact that you're about to
you're-
confess that it's
Yeah.
your fault that Eric
you-
and I had to play 15 characters each for our
I thought
children's
it-
play?
You know, that's interesting
Yeah,
you bring
it
that
was.
up. So basically, for those plays, not only was I put into like a group for my own play, but for some reason, like Dreger didn't take into account like how many people were actually required for each play. So people had to do repeat roles, and people were bringing in guest actors. So I was brought on as a guest actor, but because I was doing 3 plays, I didn't really bother to like read the scripts of the other 2 plays, and then I also didn't show up to my own play because I got strep throat. and so we went to Banded Peak, which was my for one of the plays, which was my old elementary school, and I was supposed to play Santa. So like I was in a big costume, and they
remember
gave
this.
me a whipped cream beard. And because
What?
I,
What?
Yeah, no, sorry, it wasn't whipped cream, it was shaving foam. And so I didn't know any of my lines. I totally messed up the play. And then also
I
and this is the
remember
part
it
that
so
I've been carrying
vividly.
guilt on for a long time. I had this shaving foam beard that was like coming off, and because I was in grade 10 and I was kind of a jerk,
I think you told me this.
I a little bit fell onto my Santa costume, so I like wiped it off with my finger, leaned over to like a kid who was sitting near me, and wiped my finger.
I think you have told us this before.
And I like, and I just didn't think anything of it. And I saw like a teacher come up and like wipe it off him and stuff. And the kid just didn't react or do anything. And like, I didn't think about it for years. And then all of a sudden it just popped in my head. And I was literally just sitting there like, I can't believe I did that. Oh my God.
So hang on, you guys were the ones who had the play about Santa, though, right?
Yeah,
You
that's
two.
right.
Wasn't that your thing? Because you guys were like
We had some toy.
Yeah, you were reanimated toys.
Yeah, we were like Toy Story, a rip-off of Toy Story.
Yeah, and legit, like, I'll be just like driving to school one day.
This is too hard.
I'll just cringe to an unbelievable degree because I can't rationalize it. It's not one of those things that you can just dismiss and be like, oh, it's been a while. Who really cares anymore? Like, it's never, ever, ever gonna be okay.
That kid probably just is every once in a while. It's like, Santa just wiped stuff.
I know. I just
Ruin
Santa
that
white
kid's
white
belief in
things.
I
Santa.
just can't believe. And what's worse is like that was a whole disaster overall. Cause like yeah, I didn't show up to my own play because I got strep throat, so I screwed over everybody else. And like that one was some ridiculous, magical forest witches type play. And so yeah, I didn't show up to that one because I had strep, so Mitch had to fill in for me.
Whole
But
jump,
then
Evan.
We went to I guess some of you guys' old elementary, like
Yes,
primary
we
school.
we
right?
went to our elementary school.
Yeah.
École El Bouvelli.
I was a clown for that one, and we had to pie someone in the face, also with shaving cream for some reason.
that was mine. Clown's Court is what it was
Oh,
called.
I remember.
Clown's Court.
Yeah, so I was one of the clowns. I had a great time, except I didn't fully understand like the concept of pieing someone in the face. So
What?
I filled this dish full of whipped cream, and then when it was my turn to go and pie someone, I went up to Evan's current roommate Kelsey and pretty much just falcon punched her in the face with a pie. I literally I didn't think about it either. I literally went like full blast, blasted her in her face, got the shaving cream in her eyes, and made her nose bleed.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I remember this because it was
assault.
Matt's a bully.
so that was the play I was in, and I played like some dumb lawyer or something like that who was like trying to prosecute the clowns. And, I remember that so vividly because like Kelsey did not want to be there for any of it. She played like a role where she sat in a chair like the entirety of the play and like had like a couple of lines.
Was she? She wasn't even in drama, was she?
Jesus.
I don't even. I think she must have been. I don't think they would put someone in the play who like just wasn't in drama.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
I've been surprised.
that whole circumstance was just such a gong show. Like I in a way I kind of worried that I might have had a part in getting Drew in trouble for that, but then again that wasn't a bad thing. 'Cause then we got him
No, I
burned
think
for the
I think
next
a
few years.
lot of stuff went
gotta go
wrong
on the-
during that,
Well,
and that's
he-
why he got fired.
Yeah.
Evan, if you stay on those, it will go upwards.
Yeah, I know. I made a whole mechanic based off of these bad boys.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Also, Matt, if it makes you feel any better, Amy was like the longtime drama teacher, so like she was coming back anyways.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
what I understand.
Yeah, so that was pretty nice. I like that, like, although, like, Amy, I find was, like, a really interesting example of a teacher because, like, if you take her and compare her to, like, Mr. Nisbet, like, Nisbet, like, everybody liked him and respected him enough not to, like, mess around in his class, but then also still, like, liked him enough to, like, still make, like, a good relationship and stuff. And then if you think about, like, someone like Mr. Carter, who, like, I forget if that was his name, he was the social studies teacher, nobody liked him in any capacity, but everybody... Oh, Fraser.
Fraser.
Yeah, you're right. But like everybody kind of feared his wrath, so no one messed around with him. And then
I
I think
loved
Burns
Fresh.
is on the
Yeah,
other side.
I
of
liked
that.
Fraser.
I liked Frasier.
Well, I guess I was on- I
He was
guess I
Fraser
alone with
Fresh.
that.
I guess you were just
Might have been thinking of
troublemaker.
Bailey, the math teacher that
Yeah,
everyone
jump
was
in
kind of creeped out by.
between.
Yeah, I never
Or
had
all-
Bailey.
The
I
one
thought
that
he was
married
pretty
a
weird.
student.
Did I
Yeah.
ever tell you guys the story? Like my siblings, my younger sisters were in French immersion, right? And I don't remember who the French teacher was. Like she was the same teacher
Kamba.
that we had, I think,
Lightfoot or something?
in high school. Yeah, or something.
It
But
was combo.
At some point in the year, the teacher just decided, I'm gonna go on vacation,
That sounds like Lightfoot.
and she just left.
Well,
And-
Lightfoot got knocked off a horse or something
Yeah,
like that.
did she like fly, like get knocked off a horse
Yeah.
and fly into a French post?
The
French
post.
A French post.
No, I remember the French immersion students were pissed because like the sub like did not prepare them at
Yeah.
all for their
So the
diploma.
French teachers left,
they-
and the
but
French
the-
immersion.
They
like
also
the,
didn't like Lightfoot
Yeah,
either.
I was with Kristen at the time, and I remember like their replacement, like they all became like best friends. Like she did not do a
another
good job at all of
checkpoint.
like actually teaching, but like apparently when Lightfoot returned and she got fired, people were legit crying. Like Lightfoot was an absolutely atrocious teacher, from what I heard.
Get away from me.
But
away
my
from
my
me.
sisters were exempt from the French final exam because the teacher didn't show up and didn't teach them anything.
Really?
Wish
It's-
that happened to me with one of my
Yeah,
exams.
it's actually shocking, like how much, like what a big deal they make out of final exams in a high school. But they were so willing to exempt you for any reason.
Mm.
Yeah.
And remember the 2013 flood?
Yeah,
Like,
I
oh,
still,
that's unfortunate.
yeah,
Yeah.
I still had to write every single exam.
Yeah.
I did.
Really? You just Graham got exempt, and he lived like 3 feet away from the school.
I got
And he's like,
exempt.
oh man, the flood really has messed with me.
I think it had to do with.
Ah!
You didn't hit that.
I think the floods were
No,
late enough
Peter,
in
it
the
was so
exam
close.
season that not a ton of
The
people
stream's
got theirs
probably almost
exempt.
over anyways.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
I'll let you. Minors
That's
gonna send
fair.
us
You know
one
what?
last level, I think.
I had my last final was on the day of the flooding, and because I was out for a final, that's why I couldn't return home. So I had to camp out at people's houses for a couple
yeah.
nights. That was pretty fun.
That flood worked out wonders for me because I first of all I got exempt from a lot of tests. Second of all, I had already written a French final that I did absolutely horrible on. But then my teacher came back and was like, "Oh, I know some of you all were probably stressed because of the flood, so I'm gonna like give everyone an extra like 30% on the exam." And I was like,
God.
"Yeah."
I was so stressed.
Well, that's what's like. I feel really bad because like I'm the same way, Evan. Like the whole experience of the floods was actually like a super fun weekend for me. But like the people that we like, well, maybe not that we know that people in like my communities, like houses got destroyed and like my neighbors' basements got flooded. But, like, we weren't affected negatively by the flood in any capacity, and it just made it like a really fun experience
Oh.
for us.
Oh,
We just stayed at
Bethesky.
people's houses.
We just got a follow from this gentleman, Bethesky.
Hey, Bethesky.
Bethesky.
It just works.
Thank you very much.
Be the sky.
No!
Evan, you're so close. You're so close. Don't call yourself daddy.
Be the sky.
You are the least daddy person I've ever met.
Yo, that's an insult.
Sorry. What does that even mean? I'm kind
You
of
were
offended.
so submissive
What? What does it mean to be a daddy?
to take care of someone.
I take care of
Have
you
you
guys.
not heard of a
Whoopsie.
trophy daddy?
You literally.
Don't disrespect my future
You literally
career.
said not even an hour and a half ago that all you care about is if you have a good experience during the Pokemon stream.
Well,
that's
that's
not a
because-
daddy move at all.
Well, it's because you know what?
He's a dad that went to the grocery store, okay?
For a carton of milk and never
I
came
don't.
back.
You know what? When I have children on one day, I think I'm going to be a great dad.
Is it gonna be November 15th
I mean, I don't know anything can
to
happen.
commemorate the day?
What is this?
Were you not watching Evan play?
Yeah,
No,
LOL?
I
that's
was
pretty-
watching him play. I just I was a bit frightened by getting pincered.
Be the sky. Okay. I'm not sure if you can hear that off mic, but Evan was laughing.
Oh, they
you,
heard.
You heard that. You heard that.
Level 20 is the last. This is 17.
First grab the controller and die, and then he's like, "Oh my god, dude!"
You know, I think you have a lot of hate in your soul, in your heart.
Hey, Miner came through.
All right, you die again. We're gonna play minors then.
Okay, well, I mean, we'll see how it goes. Okay,
Well,
I guess that's the way it be.
Play the next one. Play the next one, Miner.
Oh yeah, you
I
play
could
the
play
next
the next
one.
one. I could
Play
do
the next
that.
one.
I could do that.
Erase Evan's progress. No,
Yeah,
you
sorry, man. I guess you just never beat
Let's
the
make it
level after
Resident
all.
Evil. Race that progress.
Oh, shout out.
so you guys can see the user code.
Yeah,
Chat.
M0S.
Mos
Mike.
M as in
Zero,
minor.
Sierra.
SF3 Street Fighter
Sierra. Foxtrot 3.
3 PSG
Papa Sierra.
Photoshop goals.
G as in
Great.
golly G. I'm ready for minor's level.
Wow. This
Run
is, like,
through a whole
fresh.
Fresh. Yeah, you could be the first
Yoshi.
person to beat this level.
I keep thinking of that like Family Guy bit where it's Robert Loggia spelling his name. It's like
Yeah.
R as in Robert Loggia. O as in oh my God, it's Robert Loggia.
Oh,
B
come
as
on.
in by golly is Robert Loggia.
I love it, like T for Tim. Look over there. It's Robert.
You know, Family Guy. I kind of think their humor sucks most of the time, but
Yeah.
but I do appreciate when they say stuff that's funny.
I have a like my opinion of Seth MacFarlane is so weird because like I really respect the dude. He's really good at like the art form and he's really good at making shows. But I do agree that like some of the comedy is just like.
Just bad.
Yeah.
But then there is the occasional time where the comedy's
I
really
don't-
good.
I don't think he's written on Family Guy for like over a decade.
Yeah.
I think.
Because, like, one thing I think, something that's hilarious from Family Guy, I think of, they brought it up on the Beard Bros, is one bit where they're in the Nightmare on Elm Street area, and it's Jack Skellington, and he just looks right at the camera. He's like, black fat chicks with tattoos and black hair will get tattoos of me. And it's like, yeah. And it's just, that's, it's, I don't know, it's just
That's
funny.
real.
It's real. It's just,
That's real.
Oh no.
You
Oh
need,
no.
You need them.
like, he says that you know exactly the type of girl that he's referring to.
Oh, that was just only so many ways I could go.
Really funny moments in family.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
You gotta sit through a lot to get to them.
I just think it's sad. Oh, I really could have used that shroom.
It's one of those shows where like if I'm literally have nothing to watch and I just want to put something on for noise, I'll put that on.
Yeah.
My go-to now is just always like South Park or Futurama for that type of show. I
have
don't
a lot of
watch a whole
DVDs,
lot
don't you?
anymore. I have like one season on Blu-ray. I want to get more so I can watch all of it. South Park's tight.
Rick and Morty's coming back.
It
pretty
is.
quick here. Next couple days.
I've never watched any Rick and Morty.
Really?
So you're not educated, Eric.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm pretty dumb.
Come on, please.
No one can hear me.
Yeah,
sort of
baby.
directed.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Feels good, man.
I feel like you don't actually see Super Mario Bros. 3
Oh, no.
a lot in Mario Maker, even though people are all the time like,
It's the
Mario
best
Bros.
one.
3 is the best one.
Yeah.
World's my favorite.
I love Super Mario World.
Yeah.
Great game. One of the first games I like ever owned.
Boss room.
Heck yeah.
Pete is so
He's
weird.
feeling anxious.
It's so weird.
You know,
He's
honestly,
antsy.
if it's not me saying Pete, I don't approve. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, M.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I'm sorry.
Matthew.
No, it's funny. It's funny. I appreciate the fun.
Matty. The condoms, Matty.
Shoot.
Where's
I like his
where's
face
the-
when he does the squish.
Where's
He's
the
like,
condom joke from? What?
That was from after grad and the morning after.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was like psych or whatever your dog. Shadow. Like Shadow's got the condoms, Matty. Go
Yeah.
out and clean all the condoms.
So I basically like, cause there was like a Facebook group for like put like after grad and stuff, or like just all of the
Yeah,
grade 12
Minor World
events.
was awesome.
Yeah, and
We had after grad in Matt's backyard.
Yeah.
and we what am I trying to say? Like I just screenshotted a text that I got from my dad the morning after and posted in the group. I was like, sounds like you guys had a good time, and it was him saying, can you please pick up all the condoms in the backyard so Shadow doesn't eat them? I was like, are you sure? And then apparently somebody saw him like on the night like picking up condoms with pieces of pizza that had been left over.
Oh my god.
Poor
Yeah.
Shadow.
Yeah, poor your dad.
How just like leaves condoms in the middle of nowhere? Put it in
Uh,
a sock or something.
Yeah, honestly, I feared the worst.
something.
I feared
Yeah.
the worst. I thought that people were gonna like break the windows of my house and stuff, but they definitely did not respect the property in the way that
They
they
just
left.
broke each other's hymens.
I don't see that working out well for me.
I wonder if anyone did lose their V card that night.
Oh, I'm
Probably.
sure a great many people did. Well, maybe not a great many.
Maybe not. So
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying from like experience.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
But,
well,
like, do you really think out of like 200 people that a great many lost? their
Probably
virginity
not.
that
well,
night?
okay. At least
Probably
one
like
person.
one.
Half our grade, like literally, like we were like everyone
Just
hated
running.
each other.
Yeah.
And then the other half was sleeping with each other already.
Yeah.
Just gotta
Watch
be
out for the
direct.
cheap cheap.
I mean, I feel like all high school.
Where's the cheap cheap come from?
incestuous.
Wow, that was so
I don't know
good.
if,
He
I don't know if
played
I'd say
you.
incestuous.
Yeah.
That's a
Well,
bit
like, incestuous is in like.
Well, you can.
the
yeah.
community
Yeah.
family.
You certainly can use incestuous in other ways, but yeah, it definitely has that connotation of
Just
I don't
keep it
like
in the
that
family.
word.
of Freudian proportions.
Yeah.
My when I was in university, when I
Jared,
was
what
on
are you
my
doing?
Floor, they would say the big no on your resident floor is to have floor sex. Don't
Yeah,
have
I
floor
I
sex.
hated that term. I'm like, okay, that's a little serious. Okay, like, do you think people aren't gonna end up doing that one way or another? We literally live on a floor together. I remember being I was so
that how
negative
it
about
takes?
university when I started that when people were like, your floor or like your family, I was like, no, I have a family already.
Sora.
Hey, thanks for the level.
Okay, that wasn't gonna work out for me.
Bing 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 bing.
Yeah, thank you, last Sora.
We'll play this level for another just under 5 minutes, and then your level will be the last one of the night.
What
You got
happened
it
to
right.
all the previous Soras? What caused you to be the last one?
Have you played Kingdom Hearts?
Matt, are you?
King, is that like, yeah, that's Land Before Time, hey?
What?
What?
Sora. Sora was the Triceratops in the Land Before
No.
Time.
That's
That was
Sarah.
Sarah.
Little
Yeah,
Sora
foot,
is
are you-
Sora's
Kingdom
from Kingdom Hearts.
What a criminal laugh that was. It was like the penguin from Batman.
Actually, I think I.
There we go. Yeah.
Did
See.
you hear, like, the casting for the Batman movie?
It's intense.
They're like, they
Might as well be
announced
the
2
running.
people for Alfred and the Penguin. One of them was,
Andy Serkis is the penguin.
and
Awesome.
Andy Serkis is not the Penguin. He's Alfred.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I saw that. I was like, Andy Serkis is the Penguin. He's got to be. It's like, as Alfred. I'm like, what? What? Why?
Just knowing what Andy
That guy
Serkis has been
loves
in.
mocap suits.
There's only been like one time he hasn't been in it. It was the Avengers.
Yeah,
And
how
Black
that didn't work
Panther.
out for him.
He's dead.
Actually, he was in Age of Ultron as well.
It's true.
Mhm, mhm.
Matt, can you?
Stop dying. Yeah, I'll work on it.
20
It's weird
seconds.
that we had both Bilbo and Gollum in the Marvel universe.
a lot of power.
So many actors in them. Like, they literally have a lot of Star Wars actors too. And then Peter Parker makes a reference to Star Wars, and it's like, well, Peter, wait till you meet Thor's girlfriend.
Oh, I'm sorry,
When
guys.
he met Nick Fury. Oh man.
Dude, I'm super stoked to.
Matt, you're getting called out.
I'm really stoked to, like, I really hope
Oh, man.
that John Krasinski is Mr. Fantastic. Like, I think that would be perfect.
No, that's a dream.
That would be a good casting.
Dude, it wouldn't be the first time people have convinced like them to cast people based off of internet.
I'm sad Keanu Reeves won't be the Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking for like someone like they're looking for more of a diverse cast.
I think they have. I think they already casted him. I would assume they have.
No! Don't break my blocks. I need them to
Matt,
hide.
you got 2 minutes.
I can do it. No!
Oh.
You just wanted a hug.
Oh, baby Bowser.
What? What?
That's not Baby Bowser. That's Bowser Jr.
I heard baby father.
Brother.
Stop it. I don't like that.
Baby. Doink.
Baby got back.
There was a leaf.
A leaf.
No! What is happening?
Coward.
Matthew, a leaf.
Matty.
Matty.
Pick up the leaves. No, the dog does not eat it. Hi, my name is Peter, and I work for EA as a lead developer. Peter, what are you doing?
What? Wow. I didn't realize I get paid so handsomely.
Yeah, Peter's job as a lead developer is to take good content and rip it out of the game.
It's hard to do.
Yeah.
Not anyone can do that.
Hey,
Rip it out
Jared.
or charge more for it.
Jared, happy Mass Effect Day.
Yeah, happy Mass Effect Day. Jared.
Probably didn't even realize.
Oh, he knew. Jared always knows.
I was gonna jump, Matt.
November 7th.
Remember Mass Effect of September.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's the line.
how it
I
goes.
love that.
He's
Love
only
V
used
from
2%
Red Dead.
of his true power.
Buzzer.
Where's the other 98% of milk?
I don't want to know, Eric.
Hey.
Matty.
Thank you for your support, gentlemen.
Yeah.
This holiday.
Oh, there's no checkpoint.
Oh, we got like a classic Mario Bros. 3
Up!
boss fight.
Oh man, he just hooked you up though.
Yo!
Secret.
Thank you.
Fly over him or just run past him now. Yeah.
No,
He
I.
has to drop him down.
Oh, he doesn't need the key.
It's the
Well, back where we started.
Yikes.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
how you killed him.
I guess that's what inspired his down B and Smash.
It
Boys.
is indeed.
It's always connected to Smash.
Get close to him so he does his.
Oh,
Ooh.
shoot, that looks exactly like his move from Super Smash Bros.
This is it, Matt. If you die here, it's all over.
Yeah, Jared, we know this. It's a pretty big day for you. Hey, Jared, when are we going to play through Mass Effect 2 and 3 together? I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to clear my schedule just for you.
Whoa.
Did you know Jared and I
Better do
beat
it before
Dark Souls
February.
3?
Did he?
Did you?
Well, at
Finally?
least
Congrats.
one of the DLCs. Now we just have one more.
You know,
When do you guys do that?
I'll believe it
What?
when I see it.
I don't know, man.
When do you
Occasionally, Jared gets time to grace me with his presence, and in those moments, I rejoice.
I thought Jared only has time on Sundays.
That's for the
Day?
Lord.
Yep.
I need him to go in here specifically.
Why don't you have him? Actually,
What,
I'm
Peter? Tell me.
I'm not doing a chat
Tell me.
seed game or whatever.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Well, no,
Don't
you
do
can't
it.
be a chat seat gamer because you're not.
Oh, because it's not a thing.
No, because you're not. No, because you're not.
He got you, Mate.
Matty, you got.
This is horrible.
No,
I'd like to
Bowser,
apologize.
No, Bowser.
Sorry for ever.
Last
followed us.
Sora, I apologize you came in for this.
Bowser. Bowser. Actually, that actually makes things so much harder for me.
rubbed fronts.
Big mouth.
Is that Marge?
Oh my goodness gracious!
Bowser
Oh
is
my
a
goodness gracious! Dude, that actually was unfortunate. He like
Yeah,
he
you-
broke
yeah.
the, yeah, you get it. You were there. You
Yeah.
saw it.
That was it, though. We
That
got one
was
more
it.
level.
No,
One
you
more
don't
level.
have one more.
I thought you said we had.
No, no,
one.
no. What are you doing? Thank you.
I thought that was.
That was close. The ref was about to get up.
Matty.
No,
Matty.
I hate it when Maddie doesn't finish.
HNY.
Damn.
HNW.
Me too.
sorry.
What?
HNW.
HN.
Holy
Hotel.
NWA.
November,
Necro
whiskey.
DeFeo
NW8.
Yeah.
Wanderer.
84G.
Holy Necro DeFeo Wanderer.
84G. Bum, bum.
That's one
Wish?
thing about
I
Blood.
already
I didn't
Last
expect
Sora.
Necro DeFeo to be
Ah,
as big
20
as it was.
seconds,
Yeah, it was
like you
massive.
said. Last
It was good though. I liked
All
it.
right.
I think that was my favorite area.
I think mine. I actually really liked Eden 6.
Eden six.
was
Eden
cool.
6 was cool.
And
Borderlands?
I like.
oh,
I
yeah,
think the
Borderlands.
Jacobs family is my favorite like weapons
Yeah,
family.
not 100%.
I like the Kardashians.
You need to leave. This is your house, but you need to leave.
I don't know how you just upset me so frequently, Pierre.
Because I just. I think this level's not gonna be long.
It's,
Your life wasn't
20
very long.
seconds, I believe, is what
Just
he.
one more. Just
he
one
said.
more. Just one more. I get what happens to happen this time.
Each member gets 2 tries.
I mean, you could abide by that.
The divides.
Oh,
I am the captain now.
That was your mistake.
Yeah, you already screwed up. It has to be flawless, and it's not.
I like this level.
Why do you guys scream at like such?
This game is horrifying.
I have sensitive ears. Buster.
All right.
Buster is my favorite Arthur character.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Buster is my favorite giant sword wielded by a
Yo, I
Final
hope
Fantasy
Buster's
character.
in Pokemon Sword and Shield.
I like how canonically Buster lives alone with his mom
Nice,
while his dad is like out flying planes and getting laid all around the world with other women.
First try. First try. First try, Eric. Yeah.
Buster's dad, Quagmire.
Well, Eric watched me do it. he saw how it goes. He saw how it be.
Eric's gonna do his kitty.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I was gonna just do a picture, but now you said
No.
kitty.
Gunther.
You saying no?
No, I said nothing. I'm
Matt,
just-
I will end your existence.
No, I said. I said nothing.
Beat it twice.
So
That's a
Matt-
challenge.
Matt, you deflected all stream. What is your plan to prevent spoilers from the other viewers and the other players?
I'm gonna release my starter Pokemon the moment someone shows up.
Release it?
Release it, yeah, to
Into the
completely.
wild?
Are you sure you want
Why
to
don't you
even
just-
say that,
Why
Matt?
don't you just wait till everyone shows up and then start playing the game with us all?
Do you think Matt will be able to
That's a big
contain
boy.
himself?
Dude, it's gonna be
How
hard
long
enough.
do you think you
How
could
about
wait?
You can play and then just restart when we get there.
Just delete my save file.
It's like a speed run.
You're like, oh, Evan, I've
So
seen
off
so
center.
much stuff, but I can't show any of it to you.
Really, like this whole idea of saving is so like ridiculous these days. Like you can play a game without saving, you know.
You know the games have
Hey,
autosave turned on by default.
Boys, I would love to keep having this conversation, but Peter's giving us the red light, and we gotta.
Actually,
shut
he
her down.
wants to turn the red light off.
the
Because
recording
that means
lights.
it's recording.
He wants to put up.
Turn the lamp down low.
Oh, it's 10 o'clock exactly, which means it's time for us to end today's stream. Thank
Goodbye!
you very much, viewers, for watching. Don't forget, a week tomorrow, we have our Pokemon Sword and Shield launch day live stream. Very much looking forward to it. It's
Next
been a long time
Wednesday,
coming.
Peter and I are playing Gears of War 5 again. Everyone tune in just for that, nothing else.
Also, I'm pretty sure we're streaming tomorrow. The three of us. We're gonna have a good time.
You know, the more recent.
dude,
thing.
more.
Be like a, so I was gonna say there's only like 2 more streams between now and Pokemon, but there's like a full. You got a full.
We got
catalog of
full
streams
week.
you gotta get through first.
In theory,
Yeah.
viewers, you could watch us stream like
Most
every
days.
day. And whenever
5
we're
days a week.
and whenever we're not streaming, you can go to our YouTube channel, Live Connection, and watch our great YouTube
And
content. There's a lot of it.
I've got a question for you, Matt. What do we get in return for giving you our Friday stream next week?
I'll tell you what.
I want your
Pokemon
starter.
spoilers.
Um,
Pokemon spoilers.
Doesn't seem like a fair trade. This has been one of the worst trade deals in the history of trade deals, maybe ever.
All time.
You know what? I'll let you guys stream the week after.
Okay, end the stream, boys.
Thank you for coming.
Goodbye,
Thank you for
friends
watching.
and
I
family.
demand you trade me your starter Pokemon.
Dude,
Thanks for tuning in, Miner and Lasar and
And everyone.
Jerry and
Thanks for
Bethesky,
following
Be
Be
the Sky.
the Sky and Fable.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Evans being a mime, Mr. Mime. Mime.
So Peter's seen the list of the Pokemon that did.
Okay, we're ending. Goodbye.
Yeah, well, I thought we
Bye.
ended it. We were all